Good evening, one and all. It's a Sunday, it's of course the end of the week, and that means we are jumping in once more into some good old Warframe. Hello everybody, how are you doing today? Oh, I got things slightly wrong set. Let's just do that, and that. There we are. That worked. Right then. Now it's all fine. Hello, hello, hello. Jock, already with a hydrate. Sure, let's go for that. Cheers indeed. Jock, you missed your exclamation mark. There it is. You got there. Hello there, Jock. Hello there, Craft. Hello there, Hatari. Hello there, Fusion. Hello there, Ladybug. Hello there, Deathhawk. Hello, everybody. How are we all doing today? Hello there, Bezzy. I see we got a few different people in here. Hope you're all doing well. Hello there, Jimity. So, as stream title suggests, as promised over on the Discord, today what I want to be looking at is Kullervo. Not Kullervo, as I've heard many NPCs even refer to it. Kullervo is the best pronunciation I can get. I can't roll the R on demand. This might seem like a really weird thing to some people. Certainly if you've grown up with a language where you just roll R's as part of normal conversation. I can roll an R and stress it when it's just naturally stressed, but for some reason when I think about it, I lose it. Kullervo. No, I can't. But when I'm not thinking about it, I will. I don't understand it. It's just a mental thing. But all the same, yeah, not Kullervo. Definitely not Kullervo. As much as that may be a very anglicised way of reading that word, that's not what it is. I'm not saying it's better than me, you can't roll them at all. Well, fair enough then. Fair enough then. Alrighty, yep. Something just blipped on my Twitch side, but it was actually just saying, hey, live stream is coming through fine. So, thanks Twitch. Didn't expect a blip, but it blipped to say good things. It's all fine. Hello there, Agent Chicken, how you doing? Welcome on in. Hello there, Predator Queens. Hello, my friends. Breast Insomniac Chaos Queen has returned. Well, welcome on in. Let's stick with the latter part of that, the Chaos Queen bit. I hope you'll be able to get past the other bits. Absolutely, yeah. That would be nice if you can get past that for yourself, because I imagine it's not fun. Obviously. Long story saying, hey Ken, do you have a suggestion on what ability I can put on Kullervo, if any? On Kullervo, yeah. So, when it comes to Kullervo, these three abilities are great. Raffle Advance is ridiculously powerful. Oh my god. So don't mess with that. And if you thought that was good, Collective Curse is ridiculously powerful again. So don't mess with that. Recompense, at the highest level of play, throwing it away, not the worst, but I don't see that it really has that much throwaway compared to Storm of Ukko. Storm of Ukko is very expensive for what it actually pulls off. This is one which you can throw away without hurting the rest of the build, without hurting any kind of synergies you're pulling off. The biggest thing this can do is combining it with Collective Curse for a massive increase in combo and just spreading damage at mid to the edge of high tier. But yeah, you should be able to use weapons, especially with this, for much greater effect. So this is one that can be thrown away, and in which case, well, I'll be covering more on the options going further on, but I would say anything such as your bottom basics, your typical Gloom and Nourish do very, very well on Kullervo. But also, you can look at Quiver, because Kullervo lacks any real crowd control and overall defense, so being able to go invisible can help out potentially. Potentially. Oh my goodness, what is that? I Ladybug, what is that? Those are not letters I can read. God damn. What? What? Something, it falls between two vowels, my mother tongue, and even then with a twist, and I fell a moment I think too hard about it. It's Russian. Right, okay. Sorry, my brain looks at those letters and it feels like I am losing my vision, because it's like, am I seeing a B? Am I seeing an I? Is the text smaller somehow? My brain just breaks. Didn't expect me to be able to read it. Oh yeah, reply is still showing the overall chat. It's a weird choked E sound. It's closest you can describe it. Like that? Maybe? No? I don't know. I literally do not know. Kullervo with Ensnare over his 2. So, Ensnare sounds good in theory, but in practice, I don't think it's really needed. I really don't think it's needed. Allow me to demonstrate, for example. Allow me to demonstrate. Let's grab the good old Inodem. A beautiful weapon. I'm sure many would agree. It is a beautiful, beautiful weapon. Let's grab... What is that ribbon for, anyway? Nice ribbon. That's a nice ribbon. We're not going to use it. Let's grab this here. Let's grab this. We've got Carrier Prime, so we're not doing anything stupid. Carrier just kind of sits there. Even Carrier's ability to regenerate shields doesn't apply on Kullervo. So, yep, let's skip along from that.
You are a true
You thinking because of his tether? Or have a watch? Val's a strange one when you think about it, but works when it's spoken a word. Yeah, fair. Predator Queen saying, do you want best song or taps? You take your pick there, Predator Queen, you take your pick. Just go on Shank Frame? No. But I see where you're coming from. Well, the tickets for? The tickets are for the raffle there. Bit of a text. I wonder how many people you've got that stuck in the head of now, Predator Queen. Well done. Well done. Right, let's not go Noxes. We don't need to start with Noxes. We're going to go Steel Path, level 190, heavy gunners. Let's not go too crazy, but level 190 Steel Path heavy gunners. I think that's a fair starting point, right? I think that's a fair starting point. Oops, I didn't mean to press the button. Do that. Alright. Yeah, because we've got a few of them, you know, they're pretty beefy. They're pretty beefy, these ones. They can get some hits and still survive, so we can just kind of... Oops, I slightly misangled that. Here, have one as well. There we are. Now you're all linked. And then we just kind of go, pop! I mean, do you really need to have Ensnare at that point? Do you really need to have Ensnare at that point? Bear in mind, I had no combo built up. No temporary modifiers of any kind whatsoever. That was literally just, let's spawn them in and kill them. That wasn't even Incarnate mode on the dagger. Have I declawed Carrier? Oh yes, yeah. Carrier, no weapon attached. And the mods on here aren't helping it either. So we've got Looter, Animal Instinct, Heal Me, Protect Carrier, Hiccup stuff, Boost my shields, what shields? Protect Carrier, and Carrier would shoot, but Carrier has nothing to shoot. I only leave that on because sometimes I want Carrier to shoot, but if I was smart about it, I would go with Ammo Case. But what happened? Yeah. If I was smart about it, but I'm not smart about it, so I just leave Assault mode in. You saw Incarnate Dual Icon 1 top level 145 heavy gunners? Fair enough. Does Overguard have any kind of damage reduction? No. In fact, Overguard has worse than no damage reduction that you need to worry about, because it's actually worse than even Shields. Shields can benefit from adaptation, Overguard can't. Shields have an innate 25% damage resistance, which a lot of people don't realise. Overguard does not. Shields have shield gating, Overguard does not. Overguard is the weakest of all hit points possible. Truly desperately weak. The only thing going in Overguard's favour is that it is not damage enhanced by magnetic or viral procs. There is no damage enhancement proc against it. Yeah, shields have a default 25% damage reduction, equivalent to 100 armor esprit. This was introduced at the same time, I believe, that damage type modifiers on Tenno health and shields was removed, I think. Does Toxin go through Overguard? It does not, no. No, there is that. Toxin will tick through Overguard first and then health, but there's no gating. Run Eclipse for damage reduction. That's the thing. You don't really need damage reduction. Like, really. Does Overguard benefit from Rolling Guard mod? Rolling Guard makes you invulnerable, so I would imagine so. You know, I haven't actually tested that. I genuinely haven't tested that. So let's quickly give that a whirl, shall we? What can I rip out of here? Let's rip out... let's rip out Adaptation. How bad's it going to go? Need a low level one. Alright then, so let's unpause these 20 heavy gunners. because that's a smart thing to do. Hi, yes, give me overguard, please. Now I'm going to roll. Oh, I already used my rolling guard. Never mind, give me a sec. I'm going to hide over here.
Sips tea in anticipation.
Yeah, so rolling guard does protect the overguard. There we go. So this is no adaptation. And it doesn't feel that bad to use. Hey, do you want to die? Thank you. Yeah. So yeah, rolling guard does work. But that's because rolling guard just makes you invulnerable. So sources invulnerability do work, yes. Kullervo's overguard gets super shredded in steel path concept, but you can survive with the correct build. Correct, yes. Adaptation is worthless on Kullervo? No. See, this is a strange thing that a lot of people have got in their head. A strange thing. That a lot of people have gone, oh, overguard? Right then, so everything must be about this overguard, but it only goes to 5,000, and you can't use adaptation, you can't use armor. Then the overguard is useless, and therefore Kullervo is useless. It's like, slow down. Slow down. Shall we compare for a moment? Shall we compare frames for a moment? Let's grab Kullervo with no mods on it. Okay, so let's just flatten out of that. So this is an unmodded Kullervo, and we have a health of 675, armor of 650. Okay, thinking about nothing else so far, just that. 675, 650. Now let's grab Lavos. Now bear in mind, first of all, Lavos here has a couple armor shards in, so we're going to need to ignore 375 armor. Okay. Let's just create a new conflict slot, because why not? Lavos unmodded. Again, ignore 375 of that armor there. That brings us down to 675. So we've got 600, 675. 600, 675. Versus, again, Kullervo. 675, 650. So, if anyone is thinking, oh no, Kullervo, so weak, no overguard, no damage reduction, tell me that my Lavos is weak, and then tell me that Kullervo is weak. Run that one by me first. If you can explain to me that Lavos is weak, and that I don't face tank basically all content that I care about in this game, then sure. However, I don't think that's true. Yeah, shield gating helps Ladybug, but it doesn't help that much on the way that I play Lavos. It doesn't help that much, because I don't play Lavos to only take one hit and then run away, scurry off into the distance and try and recover shields, because Lavos can't do that. Lavos doesn't have crazy good hiding abilities or crazy good shield regeneration abilities. Lavos has no energy to use Augur mods. Lavos and Kullervo are in the same boat in that they cannot generate shields from their abilities. One of them because they have no energy, one of them because they have no shields. It's actually very similar. So sure, Lavos does get some benefit over Kullervo in tanking, don't get me wrong there. Lavos' passive also further enhances tanking through blocking status effects, so again, Lavos is going to be tankier, but not terribly tanky. The headphones I'm using, the same ones I used like 1 or 2 months ago. These are the same ones I've been using since 9 years ago? Yeah. I've had the same pair of headphones since I was... Oh, is it 9? Oh, wait. No, let me count. It was... summer... 10 years. These are 10 years old. These headphones are 10 years old. Yeah. And I bought them in an airport for like £18, which in dollars is like $23 maybe. I bought them in a bloody airport because I forgot my headphones when I was going away for 6 weeks. So, yeah. A pair of Sony, God knows what model. I have no idea. And not only have they survived all this time, including travel and all that lot, but they also work. Plenty fine. Sometimes tech just survives. So what the stats we want to focus on Kullervo, Full Umbral, Sensible Fireball. So, let's have a look at where I've got to so far in terms of Kullervo, because I've been doing some of the work on this off stream. I've also been focused on all kinds of other stuff. But yeah. I know, Esprit, I know. Some people are like, oh, you are missing out on the sound profiles and all kinds of stuff. These are really comfortable. They sit so light on my head, like daintily light. That's a big point to me. Absolutely. Good job. Cheers. Don't fix what ain't broke. It works. Like, does it sound like my streams are bad quality? Does it sound like my videos are bad quality? Does it sound failing in any regard there? If not, maybe these are fine. Maybe these are actually fine. Anywho, so this is what I've got as a running build so far. Prime Flow, I'm not sold on. I think that's, yeah, I think I've got Prime Flow on purely as a, if you're running no Archon shards, but I can afford Archon shards, so I need to focus on that. But without Archon shards, Prime Flow, because having more energy maximum is actually quite helpful. We're generating energy through the use of Hunter Adrenaline. Rolling Guard should now be adaptation. That was just a test. How much Former is this? I've got 2 Former in here. 2 Former, and it's just 2 normal Former. I think you start with the either double V or VD. I forget. I think it's double V. You start with double V. I've added in a D and dash. Let me see. Yeah, I've added in the D and dash. Definitely. I could go Umbral Former, and that would make these much easier to fit, but I don't need to do that. It would open up the Excellent slot, because at the moment otherwise I have to form a Former again to get the Excellent slot in. I'm not hyper focused on that right now, because Excellent slot doesn't offer a huge amount. Most of what that's going to offer to me is basically going to be Prime Sure-Footed, because that would be nice. Kullervo has Prime Sure-Footed built in if you have Overguard, because it's just what Overguard does. But into higher tier play, you're not going to have Overguard most of the time. What would I substitute Prime Flow with if using shards? That's a very good question. What I'd probably do is move the stretch over to match the dash polarity. Let me just do something like this real quickly. And that would open up 11 capacity for basically anything here, and that's where the question would come in. Okay, what would be the most helpful? And for that, I would actually consider going for a duration mod, because the duration on this is a bit pants. So continuity, or even prime continuity if you Former it again, could slap straight into there, no problem. That's what I would consider, I suppose. Suppose there's no armor mod. So I don't actually need an armor mod. You're getting 100% armor from ranker bonuses, which means that the bonuses we can either go for Umbral Fiber, which granted is going to be powerful, but it's actually a pain in the ass to fit. And that gives you 192%. You see the armor increase there is, it's less than 600. What is that? It's 500 and... No, it's not less 600. It's 625. Arcane Guardian gives me 900. So this doubles your armor, but then Arcane Guardian is giving me even more than double. So I don't know if I really want to go that route, but you can do. It's just very expensive. That might be the other thing to do if dropping Prime Flow. Will be to find a way to get Umbral Fiber in there, but yeah. These are the things I'm trying to optimize and trade off and around. Esprit say, I can argue duration isn't even needed on call. His curse ends when someone is dead, and then will die, and his 4 is mid at best. Yeah, it's that's where it's, again, trying to figure out how do I want to go about this, because this build is going to be for the non-helmet option, so we will just have these in. Duration on Raffle Advance is nice, but that is about the only thing that cares for it. So Umbral Fiber might still end up being the way to go there. It's just a case of getting that to fit, because with this like that, I am 5 capacity short. Even if I Former this slot, I cannot put on Augur Reach. So if I was going to do that, I would need an Umbral Former. Not would like, need. And I don't know if I can justify that. I could theoretically have a slightly down-ranked Umbral Fiber, and then that would allow me to put in Augur Reach. Because that extra range is nice, trust me. But it does leave us in a bit of a pickle otherwise. And I could go Steel Fiber, but that's just, one, it's still going to need Former somewhere. And two, that's going to be even suckier for effect, because that's just going to give us up 357 armor. Just 357 there. And it doesn't improve the health and doesn't improve the strength. So yeah, it's a tough call. Does second aura boost your capacity? Second aura? That's not an aura. That's an Exla slot. Only this is the aura slot. Only this one boosts capacity, if that's what you're on about. Want to be. Does the negative effect on his 2 ever happen or significantly hurt? This one, it can happen, and it doesn't matter. Like, pretty much doesn't matter. Let me just pop all these back into here. So having a look at this here, you can see both base stats and the ranked up stats, and all 3 of the damage, health gain, and health drain scale linearly with strength, so they're always going to have the same ratio to each other. The health gain is 200 per dagger at base, and the health loss is 35 per dagger at base. If 2 of your 10 daggers hit, just 2, you'll gain 400 health, and then the other 8 of them will slap back at you for 35 times 8, which is, I'm going to grab a calculator, I can't be bothered with that one, which is 280. So you'll have a net positive of 120 health. 3 daggers can hit 1 enemy. It says that in the tips on Kullervo. So as long as there is 1 enemy in range, you will have a net gain of health. 1 enemy in range, net gain of health. If you have 3 enemies in range, then 9 of your 10 daggers will strike enemies. At base, that is 1,800 health, and then you take 35 damage. So this is a really good healing ability. Like, really good. Just flavor text? It's not entirely flavor text. It does also mean that you can self-damage in order to proc, say, for example, Arcane Avenger if you're using it. So it does give you that. And it's otherwise just an interesting tidbit. To get maximum healing, you need to be around at least 4 enemies during the 5-second window. But yeah, it allows for self-damage if you care for that side of things. Self-damage back? Well, it's the second frame that can do it, because Garuda. But yeah, it's a very, very low amount of self-damage. You don't need to worry about it. More likely than not, you are going to have healed so much that if any daggers remain, they're actually hitting overguard rather than health, which means you'll lose effectively even fewer effective health, or even less effective health than you need to worry about. I wonder actually, is the health loss affected by armor? I'd never actually checked that. Hold on. Okay, if it's not affected by armor, the total health I will lose will be 735. So if I go down to below 1200, then I know it's fully hitting me. Yeah, it did. Okay, so the health loss is not affected by armor. There we go. So, what that means then is that if you do generate any amount of overguard and then some daggers hit that, you're actually getting an even cheaper health loss because the overguard is far less valuable than health. There we are. Another thing we just learned. Does Garuda's 3 is taking damage for the purposes of Arcane Avenger? I have no idea, actually. Someone else who's a Garuda main will have to tell you on that one. I don't actually know. But yeah, Recompense is a great healing ability. The Overguard, I actually believe, is more for lower level players. You see, if we go to a really low level build, this is a build designed to fit into the capacity without having a reactor installed. And I'm not including the D and dash polarities I've formed in. So this you can do when you've built Kullervo, got them to rank 30, but not invested any former, not invested any reactors. At this stage, your armor is effectively just better than tripling the health pool. That health pool of 1,665, you've got about 5,000 effective health. For that player, with about 5,000 effective health, having 5,000 overguard is great. That literally doubles their health pool. On top of that, in that top 5,000, the overguard 5,000, they also have Prime Sure-Footed built in. Sure, it's not total status immunity like Rhino, Nezha, and all the other bits and pieces out there you can do that with, but you can get Kullervo super early on, it just takes time to do it. But for that extra 5,000 health, a 10,000 effective health pool with no armor mods, just a fully ranked vitality, this low tier player also gets built in Prime Sure-Footed. They are the people that Overguard seems to be based on for Kullervo. Not the super scaling Rhino shenanigans you see, despite the fact that Rhino's also an early-ish game frame. Rhino is tankier, Kullervo is more damage focused. That Overguard here seems to be focused for those little players to give a kind of a security. Is there a reason for Rage over Hunter Adrenaline? Yes, I figure that for lower tier players, Rage is more accessible than Hunter Adrenaline. This one, you'd need to actually go through getting it. Let me just double check, I might be wrong there. How easy is it to get Hunter Adrenaline? I feel like it's not very new player friendly. Let me see here. Ghoul bounties and a Ghoul Relictus Alpha. So yeah, no. That invokes either trading or just being around during the Ghoul purges. So I'm ruling that out for ridiculously low level players. For everything above, yeah, absolutely. But for the super new build, Rage is really rare. Rage isn't actually that rare. It comes from a variety of different enemies, and it can be transmuted, which Hunter Adrenaline can't be. I'll still make a note of Hunter Adrenaline, don't get me wrong. I'm not going to be like, this is the build, and ignore any other ones that could possibly exist. Throughout the video that I'm going to be doing on Kullervo, I will of course be bringing up the Hunter Adrenaline is just better. But this is more accessible as far as I can see. You get this one typically before you get Hunter Adrenaline. So for the super new build, that's the point there. That's what brings it out and opens up the conversation topic of, by the way, Hunter Adrenaline is just better. Get to that when you can. Malasita saying, plus the extra 5% damage to energy conversion is negligible, not worth the extra 2 mod capacity cost. You say not worth when you can just fit it into the build anyway. Because it would fit here. Yeah, that's fine. In fact, there's even only one drain on this build. Original General... Is that General? Gen Lee. Sorry, I'm bad at reading. I got one more question. What if I cast his 2, meanwhile nullify jump into me, am I still getting the Overguard? Good question. Let's find out. Let's use the newbie build because heck it, why not? We're on it. Let's grab a nullifier. And then let's grab a whole bunch of techs. Yeah, that'll do. Pause the eye, not steel path, that'll be fine. Bubble? Bubble. So, we can't cast it, we're also in it. What if we are rapidly approaching them? Well, I got some Overguard there. Not all of it, but I got some. I guess just because of the range of the ability, you will start hitting some enemies as you come in. Let's see. How much Overguard were we expecting to get there? Yeah, I was expecting to get 2,600. But I got 1,378, so some of it managed to hit guys as I was approaching the bubble. With more range, you'll hit them even faster, and therefore be less likely to be blocked by the bubble. As you saw, the bubble did not wipe my Overguard. I wonder if that's a thing for Rhino as well now. Because Rhino produces... Okay, I've got to find out that too. Slight aside. Let's do a quick aside, shall we? I want to know, does Rhino's Iron Skin get wiped by the bubbles still? I'd imagine so, but let's just retake. Iron Skin acquired. Yeah, it does get wiped. Okay, cool. Just wanted to verify. That's fine. What qualifies as mid-tier? Because bro can't even take a single hit in base steel path for adrenaline. Okay, you're wrong, Skippy Bo, but that's cool. I feel I'm going to need to demonstrate Kullervo in action to some people. So let's do that. Because there are loads of people thinking that Kullervo just falls over in a stiff breeze. And that is so wrong, it just tells me you've not even tried. So, let me try for you. Does Azor with Exodia work good with Kullervo? Yes. I don't know about Exodia Contagion, but Exodia Brave, yes. Because Exodia Brave, we just quickly grab my scythe. Which one was it on? Was it Astarte? Astarte. That's what I put it on. Where were you? There it is. So Exodia Brave here on heavy attack kill plus energy for 4 seconds. Kullervo loves heavy attacks. So yeah, that is actually really good to put onto them. Yeah, Kullervo's Overguard isn't a channeled ability, I guess. It's just you have hit points. Whereas Iron Skin is a channeled ability of sorts. Or a maintained ability, or whatever you want to call it. It's different, but yes. Because this game is full of exceptions, and we just have to accept that. Alright. Kullervo, Inadem, nothing else to care about. Let's try this. You know, let's go to... What's a nice, fun mission? Let's go to... that one. I'm gonna go 120. We don't need to overcook this. Actually, nullifiers piss me off. Yeah, nullifiers. Let's deal with the nullifiers. If I'm gonna say this guy's so good, let's deal with the nullifiers. Do I have the right build on? Probably. We'll find out very quickly if I don't. If I don't have 600 odd energy max.
Your weapons make music.
Yeah, I've got the right build on.
And the enemy calls for a song.
Why is it Magma City Mundamos uses as an Orokin Cell farm? No idea. I haven't tried to do Orokin Cell farm because I level things in sensible places to get resources rather than all Sanctuary Onslaught.
I'm sending auxiliary.
Hey, Kullervo! Death. Oops. Death. I'm gonna need to quickly change the setting. I just remembered I have a setting on. Don't kill me whilst I'm changing settings. I thought I was on solo mode. Here we are. Alright, let's gain some combo real quickly, because combo is nice to have. Thank you. Right, now I want you to observe how many times I'm taking damage versus how many times I'm being one-shot in this Steel Path mission. I want you to observe how many times I'm taking damage versus how many times I'm dying. Because there are loads of people that seem to believe if you don't have shields, you will die. And I'm not sure where this idea comes from, if someone believes that and has tried it. Because Kullervo just kind of kills stuff. Like, legitimately, Kullervo just kind of kills stuff. I don't even need to use this form ability, but let's use it, why not? There we go. I have full combo. What's the combo abilities which lets you delete everyone? So the 3 curses enemies and chains them. You see this purple chain. 1, bap, death. It doesn't have to be his 1. His 1 is just very, very, very good for damage. So if you believe that you cannot health tank in Steel Path, despite the fact that I have been doing it ever since Lavos came out, perhaps this will change your mind. Oh, those were Xmas units, were they? Oh, that's nice. It's nice to see Xmas units from time to time. Yeah, they mix things up by not dying straight away. It's pretty cool. You expect the idea comes from level cap players? It does, yeah. It does. Because if you measure a fish by its ability to climb a tree, the fish will forever think it is stupid. If you measure a Warframe by its ability to do level cap, you will forever be stupid. Because that is not the only game mode in Warframe, and in fact is an exceeding minority of what Warframe has to offer. Warframe's not a balanced game in the first place, and to balance or even attempt to measure a frame in terms of balance against level cap is entirely missing 99.9% of the content in Warframe. Seriously. If you look at Kullervo and going, oh, but he's gonna die if he gets at level 9000. Okay, cool, fine. Enjoy your Revenant Octavia Shieldgate shenanigans, whatever. You're missing out. Because I am just screwing around with the same ability combo here, and the life support isn't even struggling. And this works through walls. I targeted them through the walls. Let's target you guys through walls. Oh, wait, there weren't much there to grab. Let's go here. Target all of you. Cool. And death. They got a few of them, I think. I got my angle slightly wrong. Death. You can see the death happen through the wall. So if you are even slightly concerned about Kullervo's power level, step 1, please play him. Step 2, you see it actually works. Oh hey, he survived. Oh, never mind. He was in the process of dying. I was a little bit too quick on the survival bit. Oh hey, we got an acolyte. Cool, where are you? There you are. Hi mate. Ooh, teleport behind me. Nifty, I can do that. Death. What kind? Instant. Oh no, I'm out of energy. I'm going to have to take some damage for a bit. There we are, I've got energy. You see that? You see that? Inability to survive long enough to gain energy? Oh no, whatever shall I do? I'm in Steel Path. I'm in the void. Oh, I hit. Now, Blitz are actually dangerous. Don't fuck around with Blitz. They will kill you. But yeah, I have energy now. You don't need to try and group up enemies because this ability covers such a large area. You just need to step back from the group, find a lineup, line it up, and kill it. Rather than using an ability to try and group up the enemies, throwing away your subtune slot just to group them up, just literally position yourself and take out an entire room. Have I released a build video? No, this stream is basically putting the finishing touches and optimizing it. You guys get a sneak peek at what he can do. And there's a lot he can do. There are some quirks. He's not the simplest frame in the game, but then what is the simplest frame in the game for that matter? The simplest frame in the game is Hydroid, because the answer is don't use him. But, good night. And you. Okay. Thank you. Kullervo has the strongest Mark for Death ability. This is the Mark for Death ability everyone dreamed of having. Look at that! I mean, just look at that! This is disgusting! I'm not even close to full combo. Let me fix my combo. Well, that gave me a lot of combo. Yep. The correct course ran out, so... Crypt off is nice. Let's do that. Thank you. And again, the life support is holding. I haven't grabbed a single tower with this oh so vulnerable to Steel Path frame. Look at this. Look at this and tell me there is any concern whatsoever about this guy. I'm just going to stand still for a sec. I'm not even using Arcane Grace, so I don't have passive healing. Alright, that's enough of that. Oh, knockdown. I haven't even used my 2 for healing. Literally, this is all from my Sentinel healing and from Health Orb drops. I don't have Arcane Grace equipped. I am not using my Operator to heal. I am not using my 2 to heal here. It is optional. Obviously, if you take lots of damage, then you have your 2 to heal on. You can go, whoop! There we are. Overguarded. But Overguard is very weak at Steel Path level, so you just don't need to worry about that. Anyone concerned about Kullervo? Now, he will fall off, yeah. It reaches a point where you need to avoid damage, and that's where the subtune comes in. Oh, hey, we got Misery arriving. Let's quickly deal with Misery. Misery, where are you? Why have you spawned there, Misery? You're making me miserable. Thank you. And that killed everyone downstairs as well. Or at least everyone that got cursed. But, good night, everybody. Yeah, the 2 is actually geared at lower tiers. Up to non-endless Steel Path it can work, but a lot of the time it won't matter. It gives you healing if you're minor healing sources aren't enough. Getting rid of it isn't necessary, because the fourth ability I'd say is even less useful overall. Certainly for most play. Just because the fourth ability is so expensive. 100. Is there a limit of enemies that can be linked? Nope. In fact, watch this. I'm going to link over here, and now I'm going to step back, and I'm going to link from this angle, and then smack, and you notice both groups start. Okay, I didn't quite connect them properly. I think some guys actually survived that alright. Pretty much, if you link up one group of enemies and then link another group of enemies, if the links connect, the damage connects. So there's no limit to the number of linked enemies, and there is no limit to the number of links you can create, even with multiple casts. Kullervo strong. Kullervo good. These guys annoy you. Stop living. Thank you. Anyway, we'll just get to 10 minutes and then I'll drop out of here. That whole getting knocked down bit, yeah, Prime Sure-Footed is probably great. I think modding for Prime Sure-Footed, as much as the Overguard is a thing, I think for top level play, probably worth it. That's going to need a normal former. That's annoying. That is kind of annoying. I really need to roll. I might need to sort of max out this everything. Because that happens.
We will all share in this bounty.
Alright, we're at 10 minutes. Let's go.
As you can.
Literally not even slightly concerned. Let's teleport out of here. This way? Yeah, this way. Cool. Oh yeah, by the way, Kullervo can just teleport as well. Like, Ash, eat your heart out.
And so
Yep.
we learn the importance of clarity and purpose.
Alright then. So, yeah. Just a quick question. I'm just going to pop this out now. Let's do a quick poll. Is Kullervo bad at health tanking? Yes or no? Here we are. Just a quick poll. Is Kullervo bad at health tanking? Yes or no? No judgment here. That's a lie. It's absolutely judgment. Esprit, don't troll. For once in your life, Esprit, don't troll. Is Kullervo bad at health tanking? We got 2 people who are blind so far. 3 blind people. Excellent. $19 smart people. 22 smart people. Still 3 blind people. We're up to 24 smart people. 25. Yeah. If you say yes, you're also saying that Lavos is bad at health tanking. Correct. Mind showing this build? Absolutely. Idle saying, just did it so SB didn't feel alone in stupid corner. Well, Idle admitting the truth. Noobto, I say you start to have problems when you reach level 2000 plus. Before that, Warframe is doing great. But how many times does one go to level 2000? Exactly. Exactly. It's not really a vote if you bully those who disagree with the option you want. Oh, no, no, no. No, it's absolutely a vote. It's just a vote where you get to demonstrate you're an idiot. It's like a vote to say, what colour is the sky? Is it blue or is it red? If you vote red on that, you're an idiot. If you observe someone handle Kullervo, not even trying hard, literally not try-harding, no subsumed abilities, no Archon shards, just Carrier Prime sat there doing sweet FA, not even an optimised companion, just Kullervo and a shiny dagger. And was slapping through Steel Path Void mission, despite the Xmas units, despite the nullifiers, despite the damage resistance from the Corrupted Ancients, despite things which should get in the way. And it survived. And yeah, it was a poll, correct, I love it, it was a poll. So yeah, if you voted in the poll to say, no, Kullervo is bad at health tanking, yes, you are a blind idiot. Either blind or idiot, probably both. Think full on brawl will be a bit of a trap? Maybe, maybe not. The question is what else to put on here if not that? Yeah, because Prime Flow, as I mentioned earlier, once you get Archon Shards, so you can give yourself some energy max, this can drop. The reason I have that there is without Prime Flow, you have an energy max of 225, which can be a bit touch and go, because you'll notice a couple times there I ran out of energy, had to wait for some damage to come in. If you have the energy coming in, if you have a break in energy coming in, having that buffer is a good idea. That won't be as necessary on the helmet for one though. What's better, Raw or Eclipse? That question is incomplete, sorry. I can't answer that for you. Unless, if we just take it as the most broad of things, which is Eclipse is a variable ability that lies to you and Raw isn't, then Raw is better. But otherwise, I can't answer that question, AK Fusion. You've not given enough context. It's like asking which is better, pen or pencil. It's an incomplete question. Using Blind Rage? That's fair enough. The reason I've gone for just over 200% strength here is because the strength is actually mostly focused on Collective Curse. Like, yeah, this can go higher and higher, but you don't really need it to. You saw the damage is sufficient. It's mostly for this reason. You get the new resource, Analyzer, by the way, from Kullervo's Hold, the island. It's just around there. Look for the cactus. Predator Queen wanting us to switch to in-game music? We can do that. We can do that. If you wanted the best song, however, I did tell off Esprit for the same thing, so you're going to get the same response, Predator Queen. You get the in-game music, you don't get to have a constantly looping band called Song of Pain. Because no one needs that. If you want to play that, it's 10,000 Shadow Points, not 300. There's a bit of a difference on that. Yeah, this is designed to focus on just the build on just Kullervo. It's not looking for Archon Shards, certainly not Downforged Archon Shards. It's not looking for Helminth options. The idea is just to look at Kullervo. Just look at Kullervo. Whereas Helminth, that's where I can go full out on it, and that's what I need to get around to. Now, you might notice on here, of these things, I've got main, I've got the super new, I've got mid-tier. I'll have a think over this one a bit more later. As I was saying on the main, the 200% is for Collective Curse, because that 200% caps out damage redirection at 100%. So if you hit one enemy, and they die, every other enemy that is identical to them will definitely also die. Whether you're using overkill damage or small chip damage, whatever you use, everything that matches it will also be dead here. Best helmet for him? Nourish just seemed to be a good one so far. From everything I've seen, Nourish just seemed to be a very good one. A lot of people are saying Gloom as well. I'll be honest, on Gloom, I'm not too sold, because Gloom focuses on more healing as well as a bit of crowd control. We've got a healing option already that is plenty sufficient. This in itself will full heal you. So Gloom doesn't seem all that necessary. The crowd control is cute and all, but you should be killing groups rather than trying to slow them down. Whereas Nourish gives you energy sustain, viral enhancement to your damage, so you kill even better, and can also stagger enemies, which is a kind of crowd control, as well as putting viral procs out, which yet further enhances your damage. So yeah, I would think that Helminthing this for Nourish is probably going to be the best option, but there is also invisibility from Quiver to give you a you can't see me tank. Yeah, that can work. Armor? No. No. Elemental Ward Electricity? No, you meant ice. Right, yeah. Armor? No, you don't. I don't know how much it's going to give, but probably sod all. Whereas Arcane Guardian here, on damage, chance for armor. So if you're at the point where you can health tank, this will kick in. If you're at the point where health tanking will not survive, it doesn't matter. This won't have the opportunity to kick in. What's Kullervo's passive? Kullervo's passive is heavy attack efficiency and wind-up speed. So he heavy attacks faster and heavy attacks for less combo consumption, which is very, very powerful to have. Quiver with Sentinel seems good. I've never been able to cast Quiver on my Sentinel. I don't know what it is. I've never been able to successfully cast Quiver on my Sentinel. I've been able to cast Warding Halo, but Quiver, I just can't seem to land it. That is good with glaives. I tried Glaive Prime on Kullervo, and actually it disappointed me. Because the explosion wasn't a proper heavy attack. It wasn't proccing slash, which really disappointed me. But the dagger works. Inadem, by the way, because it's an Incarna melee, it activates Incarna mode when you heavy attack with 5 times or higher combo. Kullervo is very good at getting and keeping that combo, and of course Kullervo's 1 is a heavy attack. So you will almost always have the Inadem Incarna mode active as well, for the benefits that provides of range and attack speed, and that's just nice to have too. It's very nice to have. Yeah. Dagger Team Frame is nothing special while wielding a dagger. Well, I mean, dagger heavy attacks are pretty damn spicy. Because the Inadem here, just pop in. The Inadem has a follow-through of 0.9. So that means that if you hit one enemy, and then continue your swing and it hits a second enemy, that second enemy takes 90% of the damage of the first one. So if you curse a group of them, but you miss the ones closest to you, when you heavy attack one, you will still carve through all the rest of them right close to you. So that further enhances your damage output. From what I have experienced, that is actually kind of helpful. Does follow through matter with his ability? Yeah, you're teleporting to an enemy, but you're not hitting the other enemies unless they are collective cursed. So any that you've not got collective cursed, they've joined the fray, or they're just out of the angle, you still carve through them. So it does help out. It does help out. How the one with the Incarnate Ceramic Dagger? I don't actually have it, so I can't weigh in on that fully for you, but it's still a heavy attack. With the exception of Glaives did seem to be wrong, it's otherwise just a heavy attack with the melee crit chance bonus. Now, I wonder how many of you understand how good the crit chance is on this. Good asking, I see you're using Steadfast. Is it really necessary for sustain or just need? It's not necessary, but I did get out of energy at multiple points during that mission just now, where I had to stand for a moment to take some damage and get some energy. This makes it where you are more free to cast things, especially high-cost abilities like Storm of Echo, because if you see you've got a Steadfast proc available, you've got a free 100 energy cast. So then that becomes, hey, why not? Let's gain the combo instantly. So it's nice. But anyway, as I say, let me explain to you just how damn good this is, because there are going to be loads of you who understand it, and then there are going to be loads of you going, yeah, it's a lot of crit chance, but I've got, you know, other mods and whatnot. Bear with me on this one. Prior to the release of Kullervo, the crit boosting frame, I'm sure many of you would agree, is Harrow. Jaya does a damn good job, but Harrow is the one. Harrow is the one, because Harrow here has a Covenant ability. When you max it out, you'll get up to 50% absolute critical chance, or final critical chance as some people call it, on body shots, or 200% on a headshot. So if you have a crit chance of 5%, and you body shot with a maxed out Harrow Covenant, you have 55%. If it's a headshot, instead of 5%, you have 205%. Which is insane! Kullervo thinks that's cute. Kullervo thinks that's cute. Because Kullervo has a base of 200%. Granted, it's only for melee, and granted, it's only for yourself, but it's a 25 energy ability that will grant you this 200% base. With 200% strength, that's 400% absolute critical chance. Basically, whatever crit tiers you may have available to you, at 400% bonus, you increase that 1, 2, 3, 4 tiers over. So if you have a 1% critical chance, with this build right here, that turns into a 420% critical chance. You blaze it. That is a lot of crit power. Now, when you consider that my weapon here, my Inadem, I have it set up with a very basic 4.9 times critical multiplier, because I've got Amalgam Organ Shatter. 4.9 times at a, let's see what crits I'm totaling here, because I've got Blood Rush on here. It's still giving me extra crits, so 22% multiplied by 5.4, because that's what we're giving total, so it's 118, plus my 419, I have 537.8% crit chance. So I'll either get a tier 5 or tier 6 crit. A tier 5 crit is 20.5 times multiplier. A tier 6 is a 24.4 times. So my crit multiplier is 20 to 24 times on the Inadem. And the Inadem is not a high crit multiplier weapon. Gladiator set bonus? Oh, yeah, sorry, I forgot. Yeah, that's a further amount. Okay, so probably 6 or 7 times crit tier. You're right, Thomas. Like I said, a lot. Now, you don't have to run Blood Rush, but having Blood Rush for the extra combo gain there can help out. It's also useful if you run out of energy, you still have crits available, one way or the other. But the sheer crit power from this is just absolutely devastating. You take it even higher. Just looking at this, what would I put instead of Blood Rush is the question. What would I put? It's melee damage and crit chance, so it's just almost objectively worse. Condition Overload you could go for, but I'm going for basically one-shot approach. I'm not doing finishers, so that doesn't really count. I could go for Killing Blow. That's not on here. You could do various bits and pieces, but you're getting the point. I do have G-Might on there. Where does Eclipse shine and where does Raw shine? I'll be honest, AK Fusion, I've got into that previously, and it's a very broad topic overall, so I'm going to just leave you with that question right now. There are guides out there if you want to go into detail on that, or look through the abilities and see what their conditions are. That's not a topic I want to go into right now. That's very different to what we're talking about. Killing Blow seems redundant with his passive. It kind of does. I mean, it'll give the plus damage, which, I mean, this has prime pressure points, so plus damage could be a working piece to go there instead of Blood Rush. It would probably be more effective overall, actually. If anything, I could put Killing Blow there and then turn this into just normal Organ Chatter. So I get slightly more crit damage, I get the plus damage, I miss out on the crit chance of Blood Rush, which at the end of the day is not actually that big a deal. This will be giving me, like, I think it's about 100% crit chance total. Not even that. 220. Yeah, it's giving me 88. Something like 90-ish% bonus. Mental Mouth, whatever. Spoiled Strike. I wouldn't need Spoiled Strike, because that's going to slow down my attack speed for a plus damage, when I can have Killing Blow for no slowdown in attack speed, and also still be plus damage. And also even faster heavy attack wind-up speed. Yeah. Hatari saying, Kullervo heavy attack frame. I found some use for the Karnis set of mods. Temporary status immunity from heavy attack kills. That's a fair point, actually. I didn't think about the Karnis set. Can we get any of these on here? Well, that'll be why I skipped over it, because those stats are terrible. But killing an enemy with a heavy attack grants immunity. Where are the other Karnis mods? What do they go on to? Let me just check here. That's slipped from my memory mostly. Karnis. Stinger goes on to pistol. That's slottable. And then Karnis Mandible on melee. Plus slash plus status chance. I mean, if you have a slash-based weapon for heavy attacks, that can work. Yeah, that could work. So you have a pistol that's more acting as just a carrier for it, a stat stick light, and then you could fit this one onto your melee weapon as well. That's not unreasonable. If hell, that could probably replace Blood Rush if you got a high slash weapon for the fact that Kullervo's giving out so much crits. And then, yeah, that gives you the status immunity, as well as a little bit of evasion. That's actually pretty neat, yeah. That's a good shout there. Karnis set could absolutely be doing work there. Kullervo shows us what Core and Harrow have always known. Chain's good. Chain's good, yeah. So, Kullervo really takes the modding meta and goes, we could do more with that. It shows that you can skip out on the crit modding because we got the crits here, but specifically for your melee. So it doesn't just obliterate all modding options forever. Guns would want to work on gun frames more than anything. We got the Collective Curse, but it's specifically for yourself. Your companion damage doesn't get chained. Your ally damage doesn't get chained. And Collective Curse, unlike Mark for Death, Collective Curse also carries over overkill damage. So if you hit an enemy that has 100 health for 1 million damage, the chain will do 1 million, not 100. Which is very, 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 very nice to have. And then Kullervo just makes heavy attacks more fun to use. Just in general. I'm actually really happy with this frame. Like, really genuinely happy with this frame. As I'm saying, I run Kindness Mandible on my inner dem already over attack speed. It's only like 50% slash, which is not ideal for light attacks. Yeah, understandable. If you want to try and buff the weighting on the slash attacks, that's fine. Aria, cheers on subscribing. 19 months. My goodness gracious. That has been quite a while, hasn't it? Aria, thank you very much for continuing your sub over here at that tier 1. Really do appreciate it. Oh. Cheers indeed on that. Right. What melees would I recommend for him other than the Inadem? So, with the absurd critical chance, what you'd really be looking for are weapons with high crit damage and preferably forced slash on heavy attack. Funnily enough, there is a weapon that does that. If I recall, two-handed Nikanas have that heavy attack force slash. In fact, let me grab the list of them. If I go heavy attack on the wiki, because who does a level over the wiki time? I'm going to flashbang you all because let's bring the wiki over. Pop. You can't go on 100% on Curse? Correct, yeah. Which is why 200% Strength seems to be a good place to kind of fall off and then focus on your other stats. Heavy. Here we go. Heavy attack damage. So, claws, daggers, dual daggers, machetes, nikanas, rapiers, scythes, tonfas, two-handed nikanas, warfans, and whips all have force slash. That's a lot of them have force slash. Only a little bit on the machete, but still it's there. But yeah, two-handed nikanas. The reason I'm bringing up that one is because that is one of the few weapons here. The Azathane, or Azathani, I think I said it probably should be, is a base 3 times critical multiplier. And the reason that is so amazing is because of how crits are calculated. I don't know what I have done to this build, but okay. With Gladiator Might and Organ Shatter, we get a 7.5 times critical multiplier. Which means we are getting a critical bonus of 6.5. When you compare to the Inadem, with these same two mods, has a critical bonus of 4 times. So with these two here, and you slap on that 400% bonus from Kullervo, we're guaranteed to get at least a tier 4 crit, with critical chance already at 34%, because these mods ain't doing anything. You got an already decent chance of getting into a 5th tier crit, but for tier 4 crit, that is a super red crit, we are looking at a 27 times damage multiplier. And if you hit the next tier crit, that's now 33.5 times. That is obscene. That is obscene. And then we include the fact that we got the forced slash on the Azatane. It's just going to help carving through even further. I don't know if the damage really holds up, like the base damage there for the heavy attack, but it should be fine. The downside is the follow through. So if you're not cursing enemies, or if you miss some enemies with a curse, the follow through is going to weaken their heavy attack. But then you've got Uber crit, so it probably isn't going to be the end of the day. Hello there, Addy. How are you doing today? Welcome in. Hello there, Paraprox. Yo!
15 months total, 8-month streak. You know, just a standard thing, I guess.
Oh yeah, just a standard thing, you know. Just a 8-month streak of being a tier 3 subscriber on the channel. I mean, I'm sure everyone wants to do that, Ray. Absolutely. Ray, you legend. Thank you very much. Oh. Cheers indeed. Do the chain spread status as well, or just damage? Just damage, but status damage is also spread. So if you hit an enemy with a heat proc that does 500 damage per second, all the chained enemies will not have a heat proc on them, but they'll still take 500 damage per second from the chain. Ray, you don't need to remind me you're a quadratic supporter. Oh, no. I know that. I'm sure there's plenty of other people here that don't know that, but I know that. You've got your tier 3 sub, you've got the top tier sub on YouTube, you've got the top tier sub over on Patreon, and also you are, I think it's server boosting is the 4th bit. I think you're one of the server boosters on the Discord. So, yeah, I remember. Kind of hard to miss that. Kind of hard to miss that. Thank you very much, dude. Yeah, I'm doing alright, Addy. Had a nice bit of time out with family earlier today. Went up onto the moors. It was beautiful. You can't compete with that? It's not a competition, Addy. It's not a competition. Don't you worry about it. Unless you want it to be a competition, in which case that's your choice. I ain't setting it. Now, Kullervo does have some weirdness to him. Kullervo does have some weirdness. I'm sure there are plenty of questions you might have about Collective Curse, which a lot of you don't actually... A lot of you may not have even thought of some of the questions. So I'm going to be covering some, if not all, of these details in the video I'm going to put together. But let me give you guys a run-through on all this.
Hunter. Where would the sanctuary be without...
As we say, it most certainly is a competition. Have you not followed Addy and I? Oh, I follow, but I'm not the one setting the competition, Esprit. As much as I did create the tipped leaderboard below the stream, I'm not the one setting the competition. I'm just recognizing the support you guys bring. I'm just recognizing it. Ain't no competition. From me. Totes. Let me just switch around the screenage again. There we go. Ray say my only competition is the person I was yesterday. That's very wholesome. That's very wholesome. Is the damage transmitted changed to true damage, or does it keep the damage type? It appears to be changed to true damage. Let me walk you through a lot of the weird stuff going on. And Cosmo wants us to have some lo-fi in the background whilst we do that. That is absolutely a thing we can do. Let me just... Oh, one moment. Ever since... We've not had it in so long, I need to quickly rebuild the lo-fi playlist. 1 second. It has been a while. Because that was on my old drive and it broke, so I'm just reconnecting those folders. Connected. 80%. 90%. It's thinking about the last bit. Why does it always think about the last bit? Boom. There we go. I think that's starting to play. Oh yeah, it's just a really quiet track. Okay, I'm just going to bed. Is there a louder one? I can hear that one, that's good enough. Right then. Let's grab some Elite Lancers. Elite Lancers are fun. Everyone loves killing Elite Lancers. So, whoops.
Excellent work, Tenno. This will help our cause.
First place.
Adam Alec, thank you very much for the £11 tip right there. I really do appreciate that. Yep, sure enough, once I update the tip leaderboard down below the stream, I'll do that after the stream, because I need to open up a whole graphics program for it. Once I update that one, I believe that indeed will put you into the first place there. Thank you very much for the 11 quid. Appreciate you, dude. Right, let's just pop the ODJ to the side as well. I want to grab my notes from testing Kullervo, which is in that folder. Kullervo. Beautiful, here we are. Collective Curse, right then. If I shove it to that side of the screen, it should work. I can then see it and you chat at the same time. Excellent! Do I have to do the tip leaderboard manually? Yes. Yeah, I thought about looking around to grab some kind of automated leaderboard panel to put into there. I didn't want to go through all that hassle of finding one that I liked the setup of, so I made my own. So, whether you like it or hate it, at least you know it's homemade. Okay. Collective Curse. Some of the basic stuff you guys will just see looking at the ability panel. It's pretty obvious. It's... Oh yeah, we got the in-game music still. Let's turn that off. That's going to clash with the lo-fi, and we don't want that. There we go. Leaderboard made with love. Absolutely. So yeah, you can see some of the basic stats right here. So we've got the fact that it will bind enemies within a 65-degree angle. If you're not sure what a 65-degree angle is, imagine a clock on the ground. Now, you can imagine just right here. Imagine a clock on the ground around you. 65 degrees will be from 11 to 1. That's 60 degrees. 65 is basically 60. It's within pretty much a rounding error as far as you're going to notice. So that is the kind of cone that you're dealing with. From 11 o'clock to 1 o'clock. There's a loud clock? Yeah, it's an alarm clock. It's alarming. So if you just picture that in your head, 2 hours on the clock, that's the kind of angle you're looking at. Easy enough way to remember it. And if that doesn't work for you, stop using digital clocks for your life.
Another pun.
Is there no way to increase the angle? No way to increase it, no. The angle is fixed. Absolutely. Addy, you're welcome. Alright then, the range does increase, as you can see. The duration is modified, as you can see. The damage redirection, it says redirection, it's more like damage sharing, damage spreading, whatever you want to call it. In any case, it goes up to a max of 100%. You cannot mod it higher than 100%. So 200% strength is as high as you need to go with that. Oh god, he's holding the forming barrel in the screen. This game does not handle the forming too well. This game does not handle the forming too well. So what we've got here on screen are two things which are not actually weapons. We have the forming barrel, which is not a weapon. And we have the Kullervo's sword thing, which is a skin. It's not even a weapon. That sword he is holding, right there, is a skin. So that's a thing. Damage replication, that's a good one, right? Yeah, that's a good word. Damage replication goes up to 100%. Alright, so those are the bits and pieces. Now, both the targeting of the collective curse and all the damage sharing happens through all terrain. So if I sneak myself down here, I have no line of sight. And you can see, oh, look at that. I got them all. And if I, oops, hit there, I didn't have line of sight. That was an AoE ability, and sure enough, it got them. And likewise, if the enemies were out of line of sight of each other, the chain would still get them. So the chaining has no line of sight requirement, which is very good. Mark for Death has a line of sight requirement on it, which really nerfs it. This, no such nerf. No such issue. It's also cast on the group of them, so if one of them was much weaker than the others and died without the others dying, the others are still chained. So it's a very, very powerful curse. Extremely powerful. As I'm saying, while endurance is in the minority of the game player base, I do still think it's unfortunate for people who prefer that playstyle and just shit out to luck with this frame. But you can use invisibility. I still haven't figured out how to do quiver onto your companion. I should probably try that right now. Those of you who use quiver to hit your companion, hit your sentinel, how do you do it? Is there a trick? Is there something I'm missing? Because I don't know how you do it. I will be very honest with you. They removed it? See, some people are still talking like it exists today. So someone who's been claiming it, I want to know, how do you do it? Not that it can't be done. Someone who claims it can be done, how do you do it? You used to be able to use Navigator for it, and people are talking about it on other frames, so that can't be it. Ah. I can't seem to land it. Does Kullervo not have shields? Correct. Yeah. I'm going to skip out on that until someone can give me... I think bullet jumping might be involved. That's a shout. I don't know how I'd do that. Thoughts on the router? Not looked at the router as yet, so no thoughts. Jump, name glide. Oops. Jump, aim glide, look at sentinel. I can't. Jump forwards, aim glide. Has to be a horizontal bullet jump, okay. Yes! There it is! Oh, wonderful! See, Ray, this is why we don't jump to conclusions. There it is! Horizontal bullet jump, aim glide. Oops, I ran out of space. Oh, ran out of space. Okay, that is a problem. Come on, Ken. You can do this. God's sake. I got it right first time when I did Why is it going over there? Did he just instantly nerf me? They saw me do it and went, no. What? Well, first time once I did the horizontal pass mode, that's what I meant, yeah. Huh? 5 energy if you do this in a mission? I mean, if you learn how to do it correctly, no. I'm just not doing it correctly, it seems. That's too vertical. We said it needs to be horizontal. That's what... Is it... Am I breaking it because of this? I don't think that should have an effect. Alright, give me a sec here. Give me a sec. SPC asking, with that force proc on 2H Nikana, is that stanceless or without a stance? It should be stanceless, because heavy attacks don't change with a stance normally. Just switch to Loki. Tilky, welcome to the stream. You must have arrived within the last 60 seconds to not understand. We're talking about the ability to use Quiver on other frames, so just switching to Loki is not an option. Seriously, what the hell? How did I land that then? I did it once and now it's shooting off into the distance like an absolute buffoon. What is this? How? Oh, now I can land it. What's going on? Trying to get a little bit more consistent at applying Quiver to my Sentinel. So to make it a survivability option for Kullervo. Okay, not there. Need a more horizontal jump. Nope. There, I need to hit it on the left side of the face. Nope, but that one missed. That one missed. That one missed. That one hit. Can I not hit it whilst it's invisible? That would be weird. Nope, that hit it. Okay. It's something that you can learn, I'm guessing, and I just need to get better at it. But it is doable. It is doable. Okay, so that is important to note. You can get it on your Sentinel. Oh dear. Come on. Hold on. Invert, tap, hold, Ivara. Invert. Give me the quicker cast. Balls. Balls. Got it! Alright, I think I have it. Have it enough that I'm satisfied with it. So we can get the invisibility on us there. There is, of course, always the easy bot one of just doing that. And that's much easier. Yeah, I think I prefer Ivara's abilities this way around, actually. Tap cast in Viz. I think that's better. Anywho, right, that's a bigger side. We're not focusing on Ivara or a Quiver, we're focusing on Kullervo. I was talking about the collective curse. So, we've covered the bit that it goes through all terrain, so you don't need to worry about line of sight. So long as the enemies are able to be hit by it, i.e. they're not in a nullifier field, they will be hit by it, and they will share the damage through. Which is very, very nice. Let's see what the final solution of Kullervo I have, one where I can hold up to 1,200 steel past void survival. I mean, do you need to go higher? Realistically, do you actually need to go higher? I don't think you do. Yeah. So the damage shared between enemies is shared after modifiers on the initial target. Observe this. Let's grab ourselves a corrosive build. You see, this one is near enough pure corrosive. Okay? Near enough pure corrosive. There's a little bit of impact, no one cares about that. It's pretty much just corrosive. So, let's grab a couple enemies. We're going to grab ourselves an Elite Lancer. And we're going to grab ourselves a Trooper. Now, why are these two enemies important? We have Elite Lancer, which has alloy armor, weak to radiation, doesn't care about corrosive directly. And then we have a Trooper, which is ferrite armor, which is very weak to corrosive. Oh, the time lapse. Welcome in. I'm happy to catch you live. You're a legend, dude. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Hope you enjoy the stream. So we got weak to radiation, weak to corrosive, and I've got a corrosive weapon. Okay. Yeah, I've got plenty of energy. So if I shoot the Elite Lancer, you see 282 damage. If I shoot the Trooper, 2,000 damage. And then the non-crit is obviously a lot lower. You can see the sheer impact. Get it? Sheer impact of the corrosive. If I chain them, watch now. I hit the Elite Lancer, 282, and this one takes 282. Or 128 if I hit 128. Thanks, Cosmo.
How humiliating.
But if I hit the Trooper, watch what happens to the Elite Lancer. I'm going to switch sides so I don't block the view. Oh, I should probably recurse. So now watch. 947, 2000. On the left side, we're also seeing that 2000. And with a corrosive proc as well, now it's up to 1215 or 2677, and that was happening over here too. So the damage transferred is not the damage that would happen if you also hit this enemy. The damage transferred is the damage number that pops up. So now let's make this a bit spicier. We're going to take out the Trooper and bring in a Butcher. A Butcher also has ferrite armor, but only 5 ferrite armor, or at least base level. So now if we compare, if I shoot this guy, next to no damage to his health. I shoot this guy, well, if I do that twice, he's dead. Oh, unless low crit. Stupid idiot, making me look dumb. So the Butcher is a lot weaker, right? And that should be obvious. Everyone here knows that Butchers are a lot weaker than Elite Lancers. So let's now collectively curse the two of them. Hey guys, how you feel about that? Look at that. Can I crit for once, please? Nope, I killed him with no crits, but look how much damage I've done to that Elite Lancer. Look how much damage I've done to that Elite Lancer. And this is a barely modded Foreman. Look at the mods on this. This is atrocious lack of modding. We got Serration, Stormbringer, Infected Clip. Like, it's not even on the right polarity. This is pathetic tier modding. And this over here is a Steel Path level 190 Elite Lancer. And without ever touching him with anything but the curse, he's already down to half health. With crash tier modding. So if I grab something like the Rubico. What damage type modding have I got on the Rubico? Corrosive, good. And let's switch this out to Butcher and say a Exo Gokstad Officer. Just slightly more devastating. Butcher, Exo Gokstad Officer. And normally if I was to shoot you, I'm probably going to slash and hurt them a lot. Yep. Oops. The Butcher died, but you see, I'm not really doing all that much to the Exo Gokstad Officer, am I? Like, it was reasonable, but even the slash proc only took him down to the O in Officer. Not really that amazing. Now, this butcher's probably going to die before the slash procs can share over, but that's fine. Let's do this again. Let's curse them. And there, not even the slash proc happening, we've gone below the O. No slash proc involved. No slash proc involved there. If I can have... I have an idea. Let's get... No, I want... Oh, I've already got it equipped. Oh, perfect. Yep, toxin build. Alright then. IGN isn't a command. My in-game name is my name, the Engineer. I'm not one of those who has a million different in-game names. My in-game name, anywhere you're supposed to find it, is the Engineer. So now let's do something really interesting, in my opinion. Let's grab the Corpus Tech. So Corpus Tech, it's a Corpus unit. So that means that Toxin does a lot of hurt to them. Whereas the Exogox Officer, not so much. When I hit this here, I fall backwards, but you see, he's taken a hell of a lot of damage. She has barely been touched at all. Alright, yeah, no, I didn't ask for a build. Thank you, though. Barely touched. Actually really harmed. Connect them. And she is down to half health by the time he's dead. Because it's the damage number that pops up that is shared. All of the armor meant absolutely nothing. The fact that she is just that much stronger than her tech meant absolutely nothing. Right? For example, you won't find me by using the Kengineer on Facebook. If you see a Kengineer on Facebook, it ain't me. That, for example, Ray. You guys don't get to see my personal life. That's mine, not yours. That's what I mean by that, Ray. So we're buying these again. Exogox Officer. Corpus Tech. And she is nearly killed just by being connected to him. Shooting corpses doesn't work? No, because you won't damage a corpse. New follower popping up blank? Well, why did it pop up blank? That's weird. I didn't see it happen, so I don't know actually what happened there, but fair enough. That's weird. Hassan Sharif, thank you very much for following. If the bot's not going to talk about it, I'll talk about it. Anyway, so yeah. I don't think there's much more I need to say on that bit there. It's pretty clear. The damage that pops up is the damage that is shared. So if you aim for weaker targets, or if you aim for targets which are weak to your damage type, you can burn through them. If you take a corrosive build against a Grineer, all those alloy armored units that don't care as much about corrosive suddenly start to care about corrosive, which means you can take corrosive, which is strong against the acolytes, hence why my inner den was corrosive, one-shot the acolyte, and everything else around it that's cursed is dead. Luna's saying, would you do more damage to her if there's two corpus connected, you damage both? Good question. I don't know if they will both live long enough to find out. Let's bring in a bunch of corpus. Oh, I need energy. Yeah, one moment. Alright then, they're all combined. This is Steel Path. You don't even get Exogox officers on Steel Path, but this is Steel Path. Yeah, as I thought, because they're all connected with each other, ignore that, that's a bug. It's a corpse, you can't hurt a corpse. Because they're all connected with each other, I don't get enough damaged instances in because, well, they're already dead. If one would die, they all die, so she takes the same damage again. But it's worth double checking. Yeah. If I then spawned in more, then absolutely, yeah. Because I can now line her with these ones. And now she's dead. But this one is alive because I didn't curse it. I get that you're sending over a build, and either you want to show the build or have me look into the build. I'm not looking into other people's builds right now. So yes, you've got Archon Shards on there. Cool. We're not at the stage of caring about Archon Shards on the process I'm going through here. There's a whole stream to fill not looking at your build. I get that you want help on that. I'm literally doing a guide to Kullervo. Not going over your build. Hope you understand the difference there. Alright, I've already mentioned about the overkill. Let's see. Yeah, status effects are not spread, so as much as the toxin procs were happening to the corpus, it wasn't happening on her unless I hit her directly. Now, let's see. What have I not gone over here? Right, yeah. An important fact to note, if I grab the Inodem again, because the Inodem is stonk, who doesn't like an Inodem? Let's put this on the Combo Heavy. And let's grab a whole bunch of troopers. There we are. Have I got some enemies alive? Get rid of them. Get a whole bunch of troopers. There we go. Right then. If I were to kill just one of these... Oops, I accidentally killed multiple. So you can see in the top left, top right there, I've got secondary dexterity is stacked up. Secondary dexterity. So it's got 2 stacks on it at the moment. I'm going to let that tick down so I can demonstrate this next bit. What's a guy's gift? It's a secondary spore laser. Alright, and one more tick down because I'm probably going to accidentally hit 2 enemies somehow. I can avoid that actually. So if I now collective curse pretty much all of these. Okay, I missed one, but it's fine. Let's just grab my crit bonus. So you see, despite the fact that almost all of them died, my secondary dexterity is only on 4, because I hit the few of them next to me. So I went from 1 to 4 by hitting this one, and this one. My Inodem is a little bit too strong. But the ones that die to the curse do not count as melee kills. They are ability kills. So it doesn't matter what you're using. You don't get the benefits of stacking up your primary and secondary arcanes as if you got kills. It's all done by your ability damage. However, combo does carry over. So if I bring in a whole group of them again, you see that I'm currently at 22 combo. It's going to hold up for now. If I smack one of these, just one, I'm up to 41 combo. Smack again. 60 combo. Smack again. 79. So combo does carry across them. But it counts as ability dealing the combo and hit. Now what's really great for that, if you've got the energy to spare it, if we combine the curse again, every hit from my 4 also counts for generating combo, which means it generates a lot. At least until they're dead. Will we be able to use this to bypass adaptive defense thing? Potentially. Depends on which enemy exactly you're against and what that defense is. Some stuff is going to get in the way still. So yeah, Collective Curse, it deals ability damage, but it can build combo if you hit it with a combo generating attack, i.e. your melee, or using your second and fourth abilities. Is it second and fourth or just second actually? I'll just put the 4 over here. How much combo is that generating? Oh yeah, it's actually, my bad, it's just the second, and the fourth is as quickly as before. Probably use Collective Curse for a Meme Demolisher kill setup. Probably not, but let's give it a try. It's gonna be loud. Sorry! I just remembered. Sorry! I apologise. I forgot that it was going to be loud. I'm very sorry about that. I realised as I clicked it. Sorry. Actually, you know what? Let's just mute that. No one needs to hear that. Oh, that's the wrong thing. No, not my sensitivity. Ugh. Peace. Right then. So this might be a bit difficult. They've all gone pulse. Let's do that. Smack. Yeah, they get rid of the curse on each other. I mean, I am cutting through them, but only to an extent, it seems. Yeah. They seem quite resistant to what I'm trying to do here. That's a shame. Yeah, demolish audio stacks. It's an absolute menace. Let's just kill all those. Oh, thank you. Alright, we can have our audio back now. I think it was about there. So yeah, demos have all kind of damage reduction, weirdy schmeardy stuff going on. It's not so great to try and cut through. But if we go with a single demolisher, it's not going to be anywhere near as loud now, don't worry. And if we put some butchers next to them, actually just one butcher should be fine. Let's see if I can potentially make this work. Okay. Yeah, and nowhere near the damage I'm looking for. I mean, yeah, I'm getting more damage from the heavy attacks. It's resisting the damage somehow. It's resisting it. Demolishers for you. It's a thing. It's fine. Now, of the damage types that does carry over, if you mercy kill someone, that will carry through. So let me just grab some... Yeah, let's grab some heavy gunners. They should be fine for this. Because they have... Yeah, they have a mercy kill threshold. I should have my foreman equipped. Fill them in. Because it'll give me quick impacts. So let's get you to the point I can hit you with a finisher. Just a few careful stabs. Don't bleed out, don't bleed out, don't bleed out. Don't bleed out. God damn it. Fine, I'll just use the foreman, whatever. Stupid thing. I need to get its health so much further down. Please don't bleed out. Okay, I should be able to do this. I just need to get it to that blooming threshold. And that's why I'm using the foreman as well, because it increases the threshold. Come on. There it is. Okay, whatever. You know what? Fine. I think I did a finisher kill, not a mercy kill there. You get what I'm... You pick up what I'm putting down, right? I do a stealth attack. They all die. It's the same with mercy kill. I don't need to re-demo it. You get what I'm saying. So far, Kullervo is worth grinding for, yes. You get what I'm doing there. I hit them all, I bind them all, we do a stealth attack on one of them, they all die. It's beautiful. And the same goes for mercy kills. Imagine if you can get a fatal teleport? What do you mean, if? Oh, too far away. One moment. I mean, that's a pretty fatal teleport ability right there. That's a pretty fatal teleport. Am I planning to look into Cranus Kullervo? What's Cranus? Do you mean Carnus? We did have a word about that earlier. That gives you status, immunity, and damage evasion on heavy kill. So talk about it on it. How do you get Kullervo without the event? Because I killed Kullervo in Devry experience and got no Banes. You should have got Banes, Blob. Did you also kill the Aura Worm before leaving? Did you kill the Aura Worm before leaving, Blob? Because that's probably why you didn't get Banes otherwise. If you did kill the Aura Worm, then left after having also killed Kullervo... No, well that's what you did wrong then. You need to kill Kullervo and the Aura Worm, then you can leave and take the Bane. You have to do the Worm too, yeah. Typical D fashion, it's not clear. In fact, their marketing around this event has made it seem like you must be here now, otherwise getting Kullervo is going to be hard, which is really not the case, but their marketing is focused on this 14-day window, which I get it. Marketing, it gets people in. I get it. I get it. Alright, recompense its change enemies, grants combo. Alright, I'm on to my final point of Kullervo. Now this is where things are a little bit weird. This is where you might be wondering why, and don't worry about it, just take it at face value, this is how it works. So I'm going to grab in a variety of enemies here. Let's grab a tech. Let's grab a Elite Lancer. That should be fine. And let's grab a Xmas. A Trooper Xmas will do just fine. Okay? Not normally enemies you'll see together, but you will see shielded, armored, and otherwise unaffected enemies at times in places as well. So this is relevant. And I want to switch to a more direct toxin weapon if I have one. Does this deal just toxin without an explosion? No, it's got a radial. God damn it. I will stick with Zagaro's gift, it'll be fine. I'll still be able to demonstrate everything, it'll be fine. Okay. So, we have got ourselves 4? Oh, okay. We've got ourselves 4 very important enemies. How would you... Whatever. We got ourselves 4 very important enemies. So we've got an overguarded one, which otherwise has health protection on its... armor protection on its health. We have a shielded and otherwise health-based enemy. We have, again, armored enemy, and this girl who didn't want to leave for some reason. 4 volunteers, absolutely. And if I do a little bit of damage to them, yeah, it's as you expect. Very little damage, quite a bit more damage, but it shields. Even more damage again, because this is resistant to corrosive, this is not. So you can see, pretty normal stuff. Now if I collective curse them all, first of all, watch what happens when I hit the overguard. Okay, I'm going to stand over here so you can clearly see. You'll notice no damage carries over. They're taking nothing. No damage carries over. Oh, and now the curse ran out. Now I'm going to shoot the shields from this angle. You'll see zeros hitting these guys, but damage is hitting the Xmas overguard. Okay. And we're going to re-up the curse. Next, I'm now going to hit one of these ones. If I hit him, there is damage on the Corpus Tech and on the Xmas. And if I do a lot of damage... That wasn't really a lot. If I could do a lot of damage, what you would see is that it's going to the Corpus Tech's health. If I do this... Yeah. Oops, accidentally hit the... You see, he's taking down health, not shields. He's taking down health, not shields. So, if you hit Overguard, only Overguard will be affected in the chain. If you hit shields, shields will damage other shielded enemies on their shields, and it will affect overguarded enemies. If you hit health, including armored health, it will bypass shields to hit health directly, and it will still hit overguard as well. But why? Why not? Why not? I see blobs going on about why queuing into the event. Yeah, it's a thing. It's just a thing. Can the ability be straightforward anymore? This is straightforward enough. If you want to kill an enemy with the curse, hit the health. Shields hit shields. Overguard hits overguard. It is slightly complicated, but at the same time, this is still an ability which can absolutely bloody demolish, because if I do this and do that, rip him. He's still alive, okay. There we are. You see that's carrying through. Likewise. But doesn't carry through there because I'm hitting the overguard. Let's get rid of this overguard. There we go. And now we're hurting him. Ah, death. And in fact, you just hit a threshold. Perfect. Let me bring in some new ones again. Let's curse you all. Oh, was he... Wait, oh, the mercy kill threshold went. Oh, sod you. I'm gonna need some more energy. Why is this 3 not the subsume? Because that'd be ridiculously powerful, and you know that, Blob. Can I stab you for a bit? Thank you. I only want to hit you, not the other guys. Just you. Just you. Come on. Oops. Don't want them bleeding out. I just want to demo this. A little bit more. That'll do. Alright. Mercy kill test. And you see it carries over. Wait, that wasn't a mercy kill. God damn it. There, mercy kill, death, death. There we are. Thank you, finally. Ah, why does this game have to be so annoying about stealth? Impact procs timed out. Oh, was that what it was? Okay. Ah, this game. But you see my demonstration. So overguard takes damage from all, correct. Shields take damage from shields, correct. Health takes damage from health unless overguarded, correct. Armor has no impact. Armor has impact on the damage you deal to the initial target, not to the enemies it's chained to, yes. Absolutely. So there's a lot of stuff going on with Kullervo, and it's actually pretty much overall positive. What this does mean is if you're in a group of mixed up enemies, you'll want to focus on the weakly non-shielded ones. The weaker non-shielded ones. So butchers, infested, like the corrupted ancients, excuse me. Those will be great to hit. If you are hitting onto shields, you will not kill enemies through the chain. You'll have to hit health to kill them through the chain. Which means that magnetic is once again still crap. Unfortunately. But it's fine. You'd know Kullervo if it was for the overguard, to be honest. You still get Andy. Well, if you still get Andy, you still get Andy. As we covered earlier in the stream, Kullervo can tank just fine. Anyone who believes otherwise is only going to the level cap, and therefore is ignoring pretty much the entirety of Warframe. We used to not even have a steel path. It wasn't that long ago. Steel path didn't exist. The highest level content that wasn't you just taking it up to the 9s for some reason was, I think, just arbitrations. Always hit the Dax as no shield, no armor. Some Dax will have overguard, so watch out for that, Lord Angelus. But otherwise, yes. If they haven't got overguard, they'll be great. And likewise, let's say, corrupted ancients, because I don't think they have overguard on themselves. They pass it to others. I think those ones are okay for it. But yeah. Only around level 300, Kullervo starts to get one shot by most Xmas units. Yeah, and so, 1, deal with the Xmas units first. Like, they're meant to be a threat. And 2, that's level 300! Like, holy hell. It's level 300. As I was saying, it just sucks for people who prefer it being shield gating. Yeah, if you prefer shield gating, then okay, we now have a Warframe which isn't for you. Use one of the others. Kullervo is similarly interactive, but rather than shield gating, which is basically cast ability to not die for a moment, Kullervo's approach is, what if I cast an ability to kill you? Then I can't die. Can't die if the person attacking you is dead, right? That's what Kullervo does. Literal glass cannon. But Kullervo really puts the cannon in the glass cannon. Like, really puts the cannon in glass cannon. There's no getting over that. This is someone who does not mess around. Didn't even build any combo. You don't even face these units on Steel Path. I just gave him Steel Path modifiers to make it even higher. Kullervo does not mess around. If I stack that up with combo, let's do that real quickly. Let's get some combo. If I go... Oops, that was the wrong way to do that. I was supposed to stack. Alright, that's not showing the combo. I thought I did. Alright, I'll just grab that. Thank you. I got a combo. We'll just come back and spawn these beeps. It's fine. Now let's do this. All of you are cursed, and all of you are dead. Yeah, that's great. Is the Kullervo bundle 600 plat worth buying? Seen some amazing fights of him. If you want to buy the bundle, you go for the bundle. I can't really determine the worth to you. I can tell you if Kullervo is good or not. Kullervo is good. I can't tell you if he's worth spending plat on because everyone has a different value of plat. Zom say, what really baffles me is the overguard. Why does adaptation not apply? Why is it capped? So, D have decided that overguard is an undefended health pool. The same is true on Xmas units. It has no armor, it has no damage mitigation, but also no damage bonuses against it. It's just flat value hit points. And they decided to extend that to us. It's the same as it's always been for Iron Skin on Rhino, and for similar things for Frost and Atlas. It was a design choice, which, if you don't like it, fair enough. I can't change your mind on that. I can point out that it's not the end of the world. For lower level players that have a very lower level build, then on something like this, they're going to be getting double the effective hit points from maxing out their recompense, which is great. And on top of that, the effects we get prime sure-footed. For low level players, this is amazing. Holy hell. Once you get into higher levels, Overguard falls off at about the same time, if not later than, when you should be bringing online new defensive things, like for example adaptation, like for example arcanes to give you well more armor than you can get from steel fiber. Xmas units have metric crap tons of Overguard? Yes, because players have metric crap tons of damage. You can't compare enemies to players directly, in the same way as you can't do that in most games ever, actually. Players usually have massively more damage scaling than they do health scaling in pretty much every game. Warframe is no different. In fact, Warframe is even less balanced than most games. Ziri, cheers. From my perspective, the Overguard here is designed to be a bigger support for newer players, and more just as kind of a general benefit for everyone else thereafter. The higher level you are, the less important the Overguard gain from recompense is, the more important your health tank is, and that health tank is Lavos tier. So if you want to tell me that Lavos is please just stop talking to me, quite frankly. I don't need that negativity in my life. I'll say they never made any content that needed any bans, so I think it's not super important. I disagree, but that comes down to design expectations. Health tank seems worse than Lavos. Zom, how is the health tank worse than Lavos? How is the health tank worse than Lavos? I wonder if you can actually capture that. The only thing I can think of that would skew that for you would be Lavos' passive status immunity, which, fair enough, yeah, that's valid. But otherwise, they have very, very similar health and armor stats, exceedingly similar. The other thing that Lavos has is shield gating. The other thing that Kullervo has is collective bloody curse. And 400% or more absolute critical chance on melee attacks. Teleport's behind you, nothing personal, kid. You see the Inodem build for a sec? Yeah, sure. You know I have an Inodem guide, right? Can you stack up armor with corrosive injury enough to stay alive at level cap? I don't know if you can stack up the armor yourself as Kullervo in Duviri, But yes, you can just get more and more armor from various sources, and eventually, yes, that will just give you all the tank you need, because damage is finite. Despite how the namesayers and doomsayers of shield gating will say, oh, you'll get one-shots, some people seem to take that as, oh, you'll get one shot at level cap, therefore you'll get one shot at level 100, rather than remembering there's actually just a line. Enemy damage scales upwards. It's always a finite value. With enough armor, yes, you can tank it. You can, yeah. Is my Grendel video still up to date? You mean the updated Grendel video? Yes. Yes, it is. How long ago did I even do that one? Because if I have a video that's completely out of date, I usually put fix or out of date or something like that, or I'll put a link in the comments to the new one. Grendel the Kengineer. I put that out just 5 months ago. I know games change, but that's really recent. That's really recent. Predator Queen Ath might be lurking, or they might just, you know, be experiencing a different game. Fine, let them exist. Let them exist. Go on, unreleased question. Is Chaos Prime worth getting this resurgence? I've got just about everything else, but I like to conserve some IF for the next resurgence. Chaos Prime's a nice dagger. It isn't the best dagger in the game, but it's still a very powerful dagger. If we just grab the stats here, for example, real quickly. Chaos Prime. So we can see the Chaos Prime comes with a higher base range than the Inner Dem, but the Inner Dem has Incarnate mode. It is a slower attack speed. Ignore the combat duration, that's just UI being stupid. The damage is slightly lower, but it comes with innate toxin. So you have got that benefit against the Corpus, or you can go for viral with a single elemental mod rather than 2. So you've got some efficiencies to work with there. It's got a slightly higher crit multiplier, which actually works with Kullervo, because we can get so much crit chance that crit multiplier is the much more important thing. So in that regard, the Chaos Prime is actually a pretty decent weapon. The Inner Dem has a lot going for it. It is overall superior, but it's not terrible. Not at all. Chaos Prime's a solid weapon. And if you don't want to think and worry about Incarnate stuff, or if you're not at the point where you can get Incarnate weapons, then yeah, Chaos Prime's a great pickup. It's a great pickup. I saw that you were using it as a pseudo-static for Ash's Blade Storms, made me start wondering. Yeah, fair do. Yeah, Chaos Prime is powerful. It's not S tier, but it's still powerful, absolutely. As I'm saying, Lavos says double the armor at max level for slightly less health. Double the max armor? Zom, are you sure about that? You might be comparing it incorrectly. Here, Kullervo has got 650 armor with no Archon shards. Okay? No Archon shards, 650. Lavos, on that loadout slot I purchased just moments ago for this very demonstration. Here it says 1050, but you have to remember, I have Archon shards in for 375 armor. That 1050 is actually 675 armor. Lavos 675 to Kullervo's, was it 650, I said? Yeah, you gotta check the numbers. Because if I click on here, it says Lavos has 450 armor, but that's not correct. There's the level bonuses. Same too for Kullervo, where it says 325, but then the level bonuses kick in. Gotta take those into account. And then Kullervo has a higher base health. Yeah, it's only 25 more, but it's there. They're actually surprisingly comparable. Or if you don't want to compare to Lavos, okay, compare to Valkyr. We take base Valkyr because let's compare normal to normal. Valkyr gets to 600 armor, but Valkyr doesn't get level bonuses to armor. Kullervo does. And Valkyr's health is only 100 rather than 200. Valkyr Prime ends up with more armor because it's a base, doesn't scale a level, but just has more anyway. But again, the health isn't there. Those are some of the highest armor frames in the game. Grendel? Lower armor. Can get armor through abilities. That's a defense reduction, so absolutely a positive there. Has more in the health. Much more in the health, granted. Wait, I'm comparing to Lavos there somehow. But still much more in the health, yeah. It's fine, Tom. It's easy to miss. It's easy to miss. There's so many differences in the UI, but yeah. Do we know in advance what the next resurgence will bring? It's Mirage and Banshee is the next resurgence. It should show on the UI now. Was it pretty Grendel? Thank you. I am known for being very, very good at having Grendel fashion. All of my Grendel fashions are amazing. Yeah, I've got a beautiful Grendel there, and I've got a truly... It's lagging a moment. It's got a beautiful Grendel there, beautiful Grendel there, beautiful Grendel there, you know. Loads and loads of great Grendels. Everyone loves Grendel from me. I'm just the best at making Grendel look great, totally. Absolutely. Definitely nothing weird happening on this really laggy one that takes so long to come in. There's nothing untoward about that whatsoever. Beautiful. How many former do you think you need to get the most out of Kullervo? How long's a piece of string? I've got 2 former on him so far. With Archon Shards, I would probably end up dropping Prime Flow, and then I would need... Umbral Fiber wouldn't go in even if I formed this. Because that would take off 3 points, that would give us 14. So yeah, I would need an Umbral Former to be able to slot that in. That's not nice. That's not nice. Yeah, it's close. It's rough, but you don't need to go for Umbral Fiber. It would buff at the Vitality and Intensify. It's not really necessary, especially if you're using Arcane Guardian. And I think that's a good idea to have, is Arcane Guardian. When you're health tanking, it still matters. Yeah, I think I had it this way around. Yeah, I did that way around. And with this works. Here, what I can do is I can form of this. That'll reduce the cost by 4. Form of this, that'll reduce the cost by 3. So that'll give me 7. Oh, I'd need to go for Rage, wouldn't I? Yeah. If I went for the Former there, Former there, Former there, so it's another 3 Former, and reduce this to Rage, then I could get Prime Sure-Footed on. Only then. So, 2 Former, you can get most of the work going. 5 Former, I'd also be able to get on Prime Sure-Footed to have that support on him. If you want to use Prime Sure-Footed. Or use Umbra Former, yeah, there is that as well. If I go Former there, 1 Former less, but it also means that... And it means I keep this. It can work out. It's just, how much do you want to invest really is the choice. How much do you want to invest? That's a tough call to make. Big Speaker say, hello, just checking Warframe out to see if I want to grind this game. Well, welcome on in. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Warframe. I actually have over on my YouTube channel, Best Booger, a literal short of 1 minute vertical, because it's shorts, on what to do when you're new to Warframe. So if you've tried it out, and it is literally free to play, so what have you got to lose? Once you've gone through the tutorial on the Warframe path, and I do recommend starting with the Warframe path, once you've gone through that, then you've got that short there to give you an idea as to, okay, where can you go next? And if you want to watch it first, before you even open up the game, go for it. But yeah, absolutely. Warframe is still a healthy game to play. Absolutely. And then I've got loads of guides over my YouTube channel, exclamation mark YouTube if you do need a link to that. It should also be in the links below the Twitch stream if you can see them. Brilliant. But yeah, free to play game. What have you got to lose? Install it, give it a try, and if you don't like it, even after asking people for a little bit of help on what you're missing, then fair enough then. The only thing you have lost is time, and let's face it, you're playing games. That's what they're there for. Lose time. Absolutely wins. Live Bliss saying, what changes would you make for a build without Arcane Guardian? Without Arcane Guardian, having the extra armor is definitely going to be a great idea. So at that point, finding some way to get armor in otherwise would be a good idea. Like getting that steel fiber in, because it will just still increase the amount of damage you can take. Now, steel fiber is expensive to fit, so that's a big reason why Arcane Guardian is a great pickup. You can also try and go for Archon Shards, but you take quite a few Archon Shards to match that amount of armor bonus that you're going to get. And if you're going to go steel fiber, you might as well actually go umbral fiber on this setup. In terms of other ways of damage resistance, I think Arcane Guardian is really about the best you're going to get a hold of reasonably. You can go for Arcane Tanker, but that's a little bit more awkward, I'd say. But you can go for it. You're not really going to be doing finishers. Kullervo doesn't really open up finishers. You can use Naramon to open finishers. You can use Arcane Ultimatum instead. That can actually work. May even be better overall to use Arcane Ultimatum. And then, yeah, Arcane Reaper is something to think about. On melee kill, you gain both armor and healing. Problem is, Arcane Reaper. If you want to have a look at Warframe Market, see how many of them are available, see how expensive they are. We can talk about this one when it's a little bit more accessible. This is not an easy arcane to get hold of. Crikey. This is, no, not at all an easy arcane to get hold of. It's easier than Energize, but like, not that much easier. At least now we've got a new way of getting it. We don't have the drop tables for the new way, which is really odd. We don't actually know how frequently it'll drop, just that it can drop from the new portals, which is a thing. Double Steel saying, I'm personally a big fan of more tanky frames, which Kullervo falls under, so I was wondering, he's tanky, but the lack of shield gating does reduce it, but it's still capable, yeah. Not the tankiest, but still capable. Still capable. Anyway, yeah, Cosmos. So in the update that introduced Kullervo, if you are doing the Duviri experience, once you've got, I think it is 7 decrees, which is quite a bit, you can enter one of 3 static, as in always open Undercroft portals. They can appear in different locations on the map, so you first need to find them. Then you need to go into them with 7 or more decrees. It's a harder version because I think it's an Xmas stronghold and increased levels of the circuit. But you do 1 round of whatever Undercroft mission there. On normal mode, you then come away with a low tier arcane from the Eidolon drop tables, I think it is. And on Steel Path, you come away with a Duviri arcane, typically. But we haven't been given the drop tables for the drop rates, so we don't know how common they're going to be or not. And you need to find the portals and all the other shenanigans, which is a thing. Lenny was saying currently the guild will give the same arcane 1 run, something to be aware of. I'll defer to your judgment on that. I've not actually tried them out. Esprit saying, on the subject of portals, every time I've done them, got an arcane resistance. Every time? Oh dear. That doesn't sound good. Well, it wouldn't be Warframe if it weren't buggy at times. Yeah, that's certainly a thing. The more you look into it, the more you'll find. But the less you look, the more you can just enjoy, I suppose. Yeah. What do you do with the portal? You go into the portal. It's an Undercroft portal, Blob. You go into it. You go to the Undercroft. If you don't know what that means, I can't help. Is it like an Undercroft mission? And it's not like an Undercroft mission. It is an Undercroft mission. Yeah. Come on, people. Am I the only one who reads patch notes these days? Probably not, I think about it. Oh well. Anywho, right. We've gone over a lot of different pieces about Kullervo. A lot of different pieces. Talked about the damage, scaling that we can get here. Talked about the collective curse and all the wonkiness. Positive mostly wonkiness. Talked about Raffler Advance, how it's just an amazing ability. I haven't shown you the porting. I haven't shown you porting yet. Let's do that. You read the patch notes, you just don't read everything closely? Well, fair enough then, Blob. You are, after all, a blob, so fair enough. Right, let's port. Because that's what this is called. Port. It's only some of the arcanes, though, Craft. Be aware. It's only some of them. Alright, so what I need to do here is quickly go into Kullervo's settings, change that to inverted. Thank you very much. Beautiful. And Foreman, let's just make sure it's on a more ordinary build, because Foreman. And let's just Do a quick little capture mission. Doesn't have to be anything special. Let's just do a quick little capture. Why not, eh, chat? Because, like, if you want to grab some relics, maybe you're tired of using Wukong or Titania or Volt all the time. You don't want to deal with that nonsense. So you teleport. You just teleport. They didn't want to energize in any game, so they could put it in still path. Rather than nowhere. Up there, please. Thank you. Over there. Where do we need to go? Tell me from here, please. It's over this way. Cool. And then over that way. Sweet. Oh, gotta go around. Over here. Over there. Around this way. Over here, please. Thank you. And we're done. Cool. 46 seconds. I think that's okay. I think a 46-second capture is okay. What do you think, chat? Is it easier to do Eidolon hunts or get a build ready for Steel Path for new players? Eidolon hunts, I think, is more learning about the mechanics and being prepared for the mechanics, like actually getting hold of the lures, charging the lures, dealing with the Eidolon attacks, knowing how to effectively shoot the limbs, as well as building for shooting the limbs, having appropriate amp, having appropriate operator. There's so many gear checks and knowledge checks when it comes to the Eidolons. And it doesn't match in with any other content anywhere. Nothing else requires that level of approach. Really weird. But yeah, if you wanted a different approach, teleport. Just teleport. Wonder if Kullervo can teleport through spy vault lasers, the block's path. I noticed that the laser barriers on the Grenier tile sets, you know, those shimmering orange barrier doors, seem to block Kullervo going through, even if you destroyed them.
You must find,
That was a bit weird.
extract our target.
Oh, I got too high there. But can you prevent the magnetic effect on Eidolons by going on K-Drive? Potentially? I want to say yes, but it's been a while since I've done Eidolons because I don't like them.
Your part is done here, Tenno.
Oops, I accidentally teleported something too close to me, so it didn't really work. That's fine. There is a short cooldown on using this. I think it's about a second. Oh, come on. Don't get stuck on terrain. That's just embarrassing. Oops. Got the angle slightly too tight there. There we are. Not the best teleporting. 54 seconds, yikes. That was pretty poor. That was a bit poor. There's a difference between regular Steel Path and random cave stuff for Steel Path X strong on Uncraft though. There is that as well, yeah. So yeah, Kullervo, even if you don't want to screw around with super high damage Kullervo, it's also just
You must find,
blink,
capture, and extract our
Core.
target.
And you still get to heavy attack if you aim straight at an enemy. So I'm using a thing which makes the untargeted teleport instant. I've switched the settings around, so it's tap cast for instant teleport, hold cast to specifically try targeting,
The captive has been escorted
which
to
just
the
makes it
extraction
faster.
point.
Oh dear, I got
Well
knocked
done.
down. That's going to waste a second or two. And the more experienced with it you are, I'm not really that experienced with doing this, but the more experienced with it you are, the more effective you'll be at teleporting around. Like so. That'll do. Yeah, you can put this onto any Warframe. Oh, hey, it's fire. You can put this onto any Warframe, but the range and the strength of it do get halved. Which is quite significant, because this build, I think, is 250% range. So, taking out half of that will mess you up, in terms of trying to use it for mobility. Yeah, we got a piece of candy. this is functionally better than Ash's teleport. Although Ash teleport, what's the range on that? Ash teleport has a base range of 60. Whereas Kullervo's teleport has a range of 25, which would be 12.5 subsumed. So you'll be reducing your range 4-fold if you put that onto Ash. Bear that in mind. That's the one downside, but it is the downside, so just be aware of that. This, oh wait, no, wait. Alright, I've switched, yeah, that's why the range is not what I expected. So this port setup there, this isn't optimized for that. This was just set for screwing around. It's well more energy than is actually needed for this. Prime flow, preparation, steadfast, 175% efficiency. It's completely unnecessary amount of teleporting available. So this is still a work in progress as well. But with a 62-meter range teleport, or 31 if you put this same approach onto another Warframe, that's still pretty nice. That's still pretty nice. Actually, teleport to pretty much anything with a health bar, allies, defense objectives, etc. Yeah, you can do, yeah. This can teleport anywhere. Instantly. Not even an animation if you're not targeting an enemy, you just go. You just go, which is nice. I do need to do some work on this, though, because this is heavily overtuned. I don't know what better arcane to put than Steadfast Consequence if you're just trying to move around a mission. Quite frankly. Prime Flow for the energy. If you've got energy max elsewise, it doesn't seem anywhere near as necessary. Preparation, it's just so you can just teleport off the bot. Archon Shards can get around those. If you don't have Archon Shards, it seems a bit stupid. And likewise with the efficiency, I mean, you don't need the efficiency. We could drop that. And it's only 10 energy per cast. You get still 67 casts. Like, that's ridiculous. That does open up something. This... That was more of a bullet jump than anything else, because it matches in. But what else would you want or need, really? I suppose a bit more range can be done for Augur Reach. Otherwise, that's it. Like, what would you even want on this build at this point? You're just yeeting through a map. The only other thing I can think of is perhaps Rolling Guard. Just that little bit of extra defense. Or, actually, now I think about it, can I do... Oh, this is going to be tight. This is going to be tight. I need to drop something somehow. If I go for, with this setup low, then I can do, there we are. The knockdown did annoy me, so now I don't get knocked down. But you could just use this and gain overguard, so I don't know. Cast speed, it's instant. It's instant. Yeah, you just saw me do it. It was instant. Unless I targeted an enemy. For which cast speed won't help. Archon Shards, do you think our man got stabbed enough? Funny you should say that. This is a thing. You can take them off. You can actually just take them off. Also, by the way, do you like the colours? I figure it's Joy Spiral Kullervo. It's so happy to be out of the prison. So the colour's similar to Joy Spiral. But then we can put them back in. Use other abilities sometimes as well. If you're porting around, if you're just going for haha lol quick teleports, you're probably not doing anything else. You're probably just going zip, 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 because you feel like it can go zip, 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 zip. You know? There's not really anything else going on. You're just zipping. We set that solo. Head on over to here. It's daytime. Beautiful. Looks nice at daytime. Let's head ourselves into the Blades of Eidolon. Have I tested Thermal Sunder build yet? You say the Thermal Sunder build like I've been sent one. If I've been sent one, I ignored it, Shaggy Summer, so no, I have not. So you can just kind of keep going. Each teleport resets your double jump. I don't watch As videos though. Despite people believing to the contrary, I don't. With the exception of when people were claiming that I copied Age of Invasions on the Ash stuff, because he happened to release a video 2 days before I did. Bear in mind that I've been working on it for more than 2 days, but fair enough. So I had a look, okay, what do people think I'm copying? And we actually disagree on some points, because he got some stuff wrong. And I have the data to back it up. So, yeah. I don't actually watch other creators' videos on Warframe, like 99% of the time, because I do my own stuff. If you want to know about someone else's build, you should probably go watch their video. Pretty much. So yeah, you can teleport around if you want to just meme ports. It's not fast, it's not Nova, it's not Titania, but it's a thing you can do with Kullervo, because why not? Repeated short-range teleports, which have near-instant cast. And also give you crit bonuses, because hey, why not? Almost like optimization on similar endpoints. Yeah, and the fact that both Age of Invasions and myself covered Ash at the same time is because the news broke in our communities at about the same time. That's not surprising. Really not surprising. Fair enough, Blob. Fair enough. Shrek saying, well, I just saw it. I'm always interested in other perspectives, especially when someone who has good ideas like you, or you don't care about copyright on builds. He's not... Copyright on builds. Wow. Way to really, There's a lot hiding behind that phrase. Anyway, the point is, when you come in with, have I tested the Thermal Sunder build yet? No, I haven't tested Thermal Sunder. The Thermal Sunder build is suggesting there's only one to it. I get that most people don't put as much thought into words as I do sometimes. I get a little bit anal about it. It's a thing. But you see where I'm coming from. I can only read what you write. Have I tested Thermal Sunder on Kullervo? No. I don't actually care for Thermal Sunder that much. I know a lot of people like it. I really just don't care for it. Thermal Sunder becomes the frame near enough at that point. For a lot of frames that it's put onto, it really does become what's happening. I'm doing different. But say, to be fair, some people in chat like me aren't natives, and speaking proper English is often not easy. That's valid, Blob. That's absolutely valid. I'll give you that. And while to an extent I can both respect and accept that, I don't know who here is speaking from a native standpoint, a non-native standpoint. Native people do make mistakes as well. The problem is I can't assume what you're saying. That's a very dangerous approach to take. You and anyone else. I can't just assume a different interpretation because it would be more charitable, more convenient. I have just your text chat to go by. So the options are either I answer something or respond to something other than what you've said, which is risky in itself, or I have to just trust that you have said what you mean to say and respond to that, and you go, oh wait, no, I meant something else. That's up to you to clarify. Yeah. Actually, on top of that, text chat, which is even hard to communicate properly with. Absolutely. It's one of the reasons we have the rule in the chat here, no bad jokes. Because the difference between a bad joke and someone being actually dumb is almost impossible to tell at times. I've been wanting to try this. Ain't got around to it so far. I've been wanting to try it. Yeah, seeding is nice to have. Let's do you over... It was the E-build, wasn't it? Yeah. It is Blob. People don't use it. And even then, still no. Because it also leads to trolling. The difference between a bad joke and trolling is also very thin. Why take bad jokes? Why accept those if it also leads to trolling and rampant stupidity? Or I could just say, nah, don't do that. It makes for a better chat experience if people aren't trying to have their 5 minutes of haha funny lol moments. If you want that, I hear there is someone who got paid $100 million to go stream on a Saudi-funded gambling stream site. If you want haha lol funny, maybe check out that person. I'm sure they're going to be much more of the quality someone's looking for at that point. Thermal Sunder works just fine, by the way. I didn't say it doesn't. Not sure what's with the BT dubs there. It's a heat inherit build. It'll run into some issues at high levels, but if you play base steel path, it's really good. That's Thermal Sunder for you. Yeah, it's Thermal Sunder. Thermal Sunder's not a bad damage ability. If you go back through the stream, you'll find I never said anything of the sort. What I said is, I don't really care for it. Thermal Sunder becomes Thermal Sunder. It's like how everyone and their dog goes, oh, you can put Gloom onto Warframe. Yes, Gloom exists. It slows enemies down and gives you lifesteal. Congratulations. Yes, it exists. If you didn't know about Gloom yet, welcome to Warframe. Gloom exists. You answer your person chat? Oh, right, that's when you at someone. That way I know. Sorry about that. I will often catch messages without reading the entire chat history. Sorry. Have you heard about Nourish Nodes? So the reason I'm going to care about Nourish is because it actually matters to Kullervo. This one actually amplifies what Kullervo brings rather than being something else. As I say, I ironically think Gloom... I don't think Gloom is that good. Gloom isn't the be-all and end-all, it's talked about so goddamn much. Some people get burned out on games because they play them too much. I get burned out on communities because, Jesus Christ, there are some really loud people about nothing. Like, brah. Red is a hellscape. Anywho, altered self-heal removed, but luckily we have recompense, we don't need to worry about that. So what's great about this and why this is the one I'm going to be grabbing onto when it comes to Helmet thing? We have the energy gain boost, which is going to work with all sources, very nice to have. That can amplify Xeneric, that can amplify Azors, that can amplify, I believe it amplifies Rage and Hunter Adrenaline, correct me if I'm wrong on that. It's got the viral damage output bonus, which is going to matter as well to Kullervo, because it's not finishers, it's heavy attacks. And we got the viral procs being sent out, which again means we can stop hearing about the goddamn Panzerwolf Filer. So yeah. Nourish instead of Thirst could be good too, makes it easy to mod higher range of strength. You want to take away the crits? What? I mean, if you're not meleeing, yeah, sure. If you're not using melee, you can get rid of that. That's valid. But also, you can then get rid of the 4 because you're not meleeing, so you don't need the combo, and you don't need just an area of damage that costs so much at that tier that you're min-maxing your helmet options. That seems really odd to get rid of your melee crit bonus. Especially when it is absolute crit. Not modded, absolute crit. It's an interesting choice. Lay was saying, never once used Panzer for viral, they're really unreliable, just didn't want to deal with companion dying all the time. If your companion's dying all the time. With Kullervo, companions shouldn't be dying all that much, because Kullervo can give them a lot of health and armor through link mods. That's a thing. Also, it respawns itself. Also, the viral actually is a pretty good output. I prefer having Sentinels. It's just an AoE throw out that kills Steel Path. I mean, yes, you can throw it out. Yes, it's an AoE, and yes, it can kill Steel Path. It's still 100 energy for said AoE, when you have 25 energy on enemies that should be cursed anyway, which obliterates. How do you make sure the Sentinels survive? Kill stuff. If you are letting yourself stand in the line of fire, which you really shouldn't be doing as Kullervo anyway, if you're letting yourself stand in a line of fire, you're not dealing with AoE attacks such as electric procs or explosive attacks from bombards. And if you're not killing stuff quickly enough, then yeah, your Sentinels will die. Sentinels require you to acknowledge the game mechanics beyond just pure hit point tanking, which is kind of ironic considering I'm talking about Kullervo hit point tanking. Make every ability helmet ability. I'll leave you with that, Blob. Aren't enemies programmed to miss more if you simply move? They are, yeah. Alright, let's grab the... don't need to go for Steadfast anymore because we got Nourish, which should be okay on the energy costs. Do I go more Strength? Do I need more Strength? No, I can go... more Efficiency. Here we go, here we go. There we are, the best arcanes to have on Kullervo. You're welcome, chat. You're welcome. Anyway, you can revive Sentinels with Powers mod? That is true, yes. That is true. What do we got in the melees? On crit, chance for melee damage bonus. That actually sounds nice, I'll take that one, yeah. That actually works out real nicely. And then we can have the Guardian. That'd be cool. Aura, Corrosive Projection. Didn't even need to click the Aura slot. Otherwise, going to similarly use the main build for most things here. So we've got Stretch. Oops, Asda? Nope, we are not advertising a supermarket. Adaptation. Hunter Adrenaline. It was Flow. We've got the Umbral mods of Vitality and Intensify. Transient Fortitude, and it was Augur Reach. Do I need Flow with the Helmet one? No. If I do this, that, I can then go Continuity. I'd like to have Prime Continuity to keep the duration on this even higher. But for now, just Continuity will do for demonstration purposes. Unless... Can I... Oh, not quite. Not quite. What? How could I... Can I... That will do it. Aha! Teeny tiny loss there. Modding capacity there. That works. Got it. That works out in the end. So now we got a just over 30-second duration on that one. That's more like what I'm looking for. On top of the fact that it gives us the... what's the damage? 42%? I think that's on swallowed things, isn't it? Yeah, damage increase, 157% viral. Nice. Energy multiplier, 3.1 times. Nice. Oh, it's only 3.1. Oh, I thought it was going to be 4. Oh, my bad. Yeah, but still nice. Right, so I got sound now officially. Hey Ken, how's things? Welcome in. Any weirdness with not Kullervo? No, Kullervo. And I've been going through a lot of it on the stream, you know, catch the replay more than anything, or catch the video that I'm going to be putting together on him. But I think just with the former I've currently got, this gives us somewhere to work from. I really don't want to put an Umbral former onto him. I really don't. As much as he could benefit from one, I really don't want to put an Umbral on him. Yeah. 3 kills in 40 seconds. Just reply. I'll leave you guys with it. Oh, on my powers on, what mods do I actually have on here at the moment? We've got Swift Mercy, so it's faster. Power Drain for chance for bonus strength from next cast. Let's take that off and let's grab the hard reset. Let's see if I can trigger that. What would I add in Exilus? I'm assuming not Eximus. Eximus are the heavy units. Exilus is the utility slot. With additional former, which would probably be Umbral former to get enough space, the probably best thing to go up there would be Prime Sure-Footed, because game knockdown can be a real big issue at high levels, yeah. So Prime Sure-Footed would be a nice pick up there. If you don't want to go for Prime Sure-Footed, aside from that, you could go a little bit of range. You could go enemy sense in case your companion dies and no longer provides you with enemy radar. That's a thing you can do. You don't really need the teleport on heavy attack, funnily enough, because it's an ability. You don't need it. Those would be the core ones to consider, really. Prime Sure-Footed or Enemy Sense. And that's only as a backup if you're using a Sentinel and it goes pop. The rest you don't really need to care about. You can go for a bullet jump bonus, like going with, where is it? Mobilize? Mobilize. But again, yeah. You subsumed this one, had a build that used MR. I mean, if you want to. If you want to. They really keep forgetting to mention the proc condition on Power Drain. I don't think they're ever going to add it in, Malatitos. I don't think they're ever going to add it in. I mentioned it before the Parazon mods came out. I mentioned it before these mods came out, and it's still like that. 100% chance for next ability cast to gain plus 50% ability strength. 100% chance on what? On what trigger? This, it's understandable. Mercy kills are faster. This, invisible after hacking. Alright, there's our trigger. Execute 3 mercy kills within 40 seconds, revive a fallen companion or sentinel. Cool, yeah, that makes sense. 30% auto hack, yep, makes sense. 50% on mercy, yep. Mercy kill, yep. Mercy, yep. 50% retry, yep. Reduce damage or hacking, yep. Hit and run. After mercy, yep. Intruder for hacking, yep. Livewire while hacking, yep. After hacking, on mercy. After hacking, it's just power drain. Heh. If the 2 is bad, do we... Sorry, Gibri. You've started with an interesting question there. If the 2 is bad. Why is the 2 bad? Do you think the 2 is bad? Has someone told you the 2 is bad? Or did I tell you the 2 is bad? Which one of those 3? I can guarantee you it's not the 3rd one. The image shows an execution at least, but it's just over there on the mod card. It's not like we've run out of room. Mod cards can have a lot of info on them. Overguard gives knockdown protection? Correct, yes. Overguard gives knockdown protection. Saw a clip where somebody showed that Kullervo's 2 can kill teammates. Maybe if they're rad procs or a bug. I don't know. Isn't Overguard kind of useless? No special combo or synergy? No Overguard gating capped at 5,000? I don't know if I want to go through this same conversation I've had at least twice, if not 3 times already on stream here today, but just to quickly summarize for you. The Overguard is a huge hit point bonus for lower level play, and low level players are the ones that are not going to have the mods which enhance health tanking to be sufficient for high level play. Once you get to high level play, yes, the Overguard falls off, you still have an ability which can massively heal you with minimum effort. Considering that you've got an expensive 4th ability, which whilst it can kill, it's killing a lot slower than cheaper abilities, I would just genuinely say the 4th is the Helm slot. Why throw away the ability to heal yourself when you can throw away a damage ability you don't need? That would be the difference. So we are set for nourishing. What faction shall I go against, chat? Corrupted, Grenier, Corpus, Infested even? I'd rather not, but Infested are just annoying to fight, they're boring. But 4 focus takes the longest to cast? That it does, yes. Question without math, is that colour scheme your own personal preference? Yeah, this is the colour scheme I've gone for on him. It reminds me of the Joy Spiral. So, Kullervo is joyous to be out of the prison. There's Joy Spiral colours. And also looks slightly primed. Conjunction Survival? Okay. Let's do Conjunction Survival for a bit. I'm sure this won't go wrong. Maybe. The only good use of the combo 4th is combo gain. Yeah, it's got combo gain on it. It's got damage. When you curse up enemies, yeah, it can do a lot of damage. Absolutely.
Their rage is vehement, their focus
but curse and...
Give them all warriors.
Sorry, get out of my way, thank you. The curse and 4 is 175 energy versus curse and 1 is 100 energy. For faster, probably more damaging kill.
To purge you from this place. Stand by for
We got which mode's best for Pathless Clamps. You get more from Seal Path. Depends on if you can do it quicker. Oh, one sec. Forgot to uninvert the ability, because that's only for screwing around. There we go. Right then. Where was I? Oh yeah, death. Thank you. Let's just quickly gain some combo. Yes, thank you. I need a bit more combo. Can we have loads of combo, please? This isn't feeling like a lot. 5 times, 6 times. We can do better. Come on. 7 times. Oops, they're all dead. Dang it. And more combo, please. More combo. Oh, I didn't expect Nourish. How silly of me. There we are. Hey, can someone shoot me, please? I'd like a bit of energy. Thank you. Appreciate you guys shooting me. It really helped me kill you faster. But so this is Steel Path. This is Conjunction Survival. This is the highest level Steel Path mission for base level that you can access. And I'm using a frame with no shields. Why isn't my testing grey? I use Creator Mode, which interestingly reveals something that shouldn't even exist anymore, but that's a thing. So it hides certain features, including story effects. Yeah, it's a thing. So I'd say this is working. I don't know about you guys. You might disagree. You might look at this and go, I can kill 17% faster. I'm clearly better at this than you. I don't care. I'd say this is working. If anyone actually sounds like that, I feel sorry for you, honestly. That's got to be such a handicap in life. Oh, boo. Oh, look, energy. Sweet. Death. Does Reeve count as damage for the purposes of Kullervo's Collective Curse? Haven't tried that combo. If you want to try it, go for it. Obviously, it would have to be on Kullervo himself. Other people's damage, even your companions, do not count for Collective Curse. Only your damage. But it could be weapon or ability. That's fine. I'd say this is working. Oh, hey, Xmas unit. Oh, hey, dead Xmas unit. Oh, look, another Xmas unit. Oh, did I not get you to the mercy threshold? I thought I did. Oh, there it is. Yeah, he's okay. Sounds like that has worked out for Gilbert Gottfried. For nobody else, probably. I mean, there's always got to be one person. Everyone else just sounds like an idiot. Unfortunate. Does someone want to talk about Reeve Curse on Discord? Maybe like the combo a lot. Fair enough. I mean, there's plenty of things which can cause damage, so yeah, you can try them out. Honestly, I'm quite happy with the combo as it stands. I feel like the Reeve Curse combo might be a bit energy intensive for what you get out of it. That's each your own. Oh, I actually just managed to get the mercy kill on a Corpus unit. That's unusual. Alright. Let's see if I can get the additional mercies to pretend like I'm reviving my companion. I've got 25 seconds left to get one more. Can I have another Xmas unit, please?
If they detect you, fighters will soon attack.
Will you count? I think that counted.
Is on to you.
Yeah, I think that counted. It doesn't have to be Xmas, does it? Roll through that.
May work here due to the Circulus's proximity. If you have enough, you may visit.
There's one mercy kill. Can we find another thing to mercy? Yeah, I'm gonna heal. Thank you. Full heal. Maximum overguard. Let's see how long it takes for someone to complain about overguard existing. Oh, hey, Mania. Sweet. We wanted to kill an acolyte. Thank you. Acolyte's dead. Yeah, the Acolytes are pretty naff. Pretty easy to kill as Kullervo. Oh hey, these guys have appeared.
But if you need to hold, extraction is ready. Void signatures, but outside the corrupted. They are draining your life support
Let's just get
and
rid of
fast.
you. Thank you very much. There we go. Death. Yeah, I think Kullervo's handling pretty well. Like, everyone's welcome to a different opinion. Looks fine to me. Can we get some more guys which have mercy kills available? That one. There's one. Nope, one more stab. One more stab. There it is. Thank you. 16 seconds to find a third. Oh. Can I heavy attack you? That worked. Yeah, these mercy kills can be a little bit problematic, can't they? There we go. I'm not going to get you in time. In fact, I accidentally just killed you. Shit. Low threat counts make you sad? Oh, sorry, I'm so low. Didn't realise there was a requirement. But yeah, this seems to be working just fine to me. If someone wants to go higher tier, they absolutely can. This genuinely seems just fine to me. I'm not struggling with the life support, I'm not struggling with my health, I'm not struggling with my enemies. My companion is still alive. Oops, I just killed that one straight out, and that one. I'm really bad at not killing Xmas units. I need to be more careful. How am I ever going to get these mercy kills if I just kill them? Really jealous of me. Ah, here we go. Alright, mercy kill number one. He's eating too much. Shit, I think I just did a finisher on him. How did I do a finisher on him? I was trying so hard to get his threshold down, he kept healing. Ah. Okay. I'm literally losing lives on my Sentinel trying to fake revive my Sentinel. This is silly. Yeah. That mercy kill Parazon mod is a bit annoying. Oh hey, we got that. Let's just kill it. Death. And all this sticking around, my life support is still holding on just fine. Damn it! I wanted the heavy gunner to live long enough I could do the mercy kills. Oh my god. It's really genuinely hard to pull off these mercy kills without accidentally just killing everything. Yep, she just fell apart there because I got knocked over. Whatever. Oops, okay. Didn't realise there was a hole there. I looked to the chat for a moment and fell into a hole. Let's re-up the loop. Where are you? Where's the Xmas? Oh, never mind. Rip. There was an Xmas unit. It died. So, just to be clear, is there anyone in chat still that thinks that Kullervo might be in any way weak or disadvantaged in Steel Path? That Kullervo cannot handle missions outside of Endless? Is there anyone still confused or concerned about that? Anyone who'd like me to go everything more? Oh god, that was a 37 million hit. Not using the 2? Yeah, the 2 is there to heal as and when I need it. If I need to give myself some heals, but I'm getting enough health orbs, and my companion is alive long enough to heal me, that most of the time it doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm literally being healed by that Sentinel, as people like to say, is pointless. Oh, violence. Now this could be a challenge. Where is violence? Oh. Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. On to the next one, I guess. Someday an acolyte might threaten me.
Corvus came here in search of treasure, but only found oblivion. They are trespassers here. You are not. Tenno, the void has summoned a little presence, and it craves our life support.
One
Destroy
down,
the
two
old
down, thank you
stations.
very much, and we're good to go. It was nice for the void to summon some stuff, but I didn't really care for it. I have let my life support drop a little bit now, though, so that's unfortunate. I need to focus on getting some kills for a bit, I guess. You know, re-up everything. So if I woke up and chose violence this morning, violence wasn't ready. Nice play on words. Appreciate you. Where are the enemies? Come on. Don't tell me you're all dead. That's boring.
Oculists, if they scan you, sentient
Oh, more
fighters
sentients?
won't be
Okay.
far behind.
I can deal with more sentience. I can't deal with these spawns getting bad all of a sudden. What have I done? Have I moved into a new room? Let's have Mega Strive equipped. I've never got around to dealing with it. Like, I don't use Operator enough to optimize my arcanes that much. I really should get rid of it, but I just haven't done it. Goodbye, sentience. Oh wait, there's another one? Never mind. Goodbye, sentience. Take two. Would Prime Sure-Footed still be a good addition the way Overguard works? Yes, because the Overguard runs out at high levels, and at high levels is when you get Prime Sure-Footed. Because if you are not playing at a high level by the time you get Prime Sure-Footed, you've not been playing Warframe. But it's so good. So, yes, Prime Sure-Footed can still be a benefit. You should just avoid being knocked over at inappropriate moments. Ooh, that's going to hurt slightly. Yeah, that heat rock is murdering me. Look at my health go down. Oh, yikes. Steel Path. No one can survive Steel Path, guys, with pure health. That Xmas just annihilated me. I'm so dead right now. It's painful. Oh no, another one. I'm going to lose 2 lives. Chat, whatever shall I do? Ugh. I'm dead. Am I being sarcastic enough? Is everyone getting it this time? Yeah, fine. Blitz Xmas are a problem for Kullervo, yes. Because Kullervo doesn't have literal immortalities, like shield gating or Nidus passive. So Kullervo is vulnerable to those. That's it. Everything else you can just... Not a face tank, actually. Now we've got Torment. Torment is up next. Alright then. Bring on the Torment. And he's dead. Damn. How do we teach these acolytes to stop challenging us? Like, one shot by a brand new Warframe. They still don't get it. Stab. Stab. Is there a third? Tell me there's a third. Is there not a third? I just got 2 Xmas kills. Where's my third? Please. Oh, you. Yes. Yes. Boom. If only that counted as a bonus life for the Sentinel rather than just to revive. That'd have been cool. You move your head so we can see ability use? Oh, sorry. Yeah. Let me just pause that. You know, I never thought about that. Never thought that you'd say, Ken, you're in the way of me seeing your abilities. That's a good point. There we are. How's that for you? Yeah, no one needs to see the chat. Chat's unimportant. In-game chat. Cool. Is that better for you? Perfect. Excellent. Dead Xmas. Quickly tab, change screens. There we go. So I'd say that the energy is holding up just fine on this. I would say that the kills are holding up just fine. Life support is handling sufficiently enough. I don't need to be concerned. Oh, there's that knockdown potential. Stop! Death. Just death. Create a crosshairs when? What would that even be? I don't understand. Pop, dodged. Healed. Oh, balls.
It's as if the void wants us to find this. Hiding Lua in the void risks the unfathomable. I feel we are seeing.
There we are. Let's gain some energy back. Cool.
Destroy these void stated enemies.
And dealt with. Ow. Yeah, I think it would. What do you have a star badge in your older messages? How do you mean? What badge? Oh, hey! Damage reduction. Oh, he's dead. That Xmas is dead. I was going to say, the damage reduction one. Guardian Xmas, that's the name of it. Now, I should really know their name before I kill them. That would be more ethical, I suppose. Something like that. Stab. Get away from the mag bubble. Stab. That's 2 stabs. Do we have an Xmas unit? Probably not. The game hates me. I don't see my 3rd Xmas unit. You, however, will do. There we are. And once again, I've used the Parazon mod. That would have respawned my Sentinel if it needed respawning. But again, 16 minutes in, don't need to respawn my Sentinel. Really don't understand what people complain about doing anything other than endless endurance.
Those oculists are scanning for targets.
Bop.
A sentient has detected me. Fighters incoming.
Alright, you take care, Gilix. I think I've proven my point here. I don't need to go to 20 minutes, but I'm going to go to 20, just for loot's sake. If I get a drop, that'd be nice. That would be nice. And we'll just demonstrate that we can take this a full way. Again, the life support is holding up pretty darn nicely. Bye, sentience. Bye, sentience. You remember when sentience was dangerous and threatening? We were like, oh god, wow, sentience, what do we do? And then... yeah. It's also fun to heavy an enemy and see a rumor fall over. Oh yeah. Like, this is almost unfair. I love it. And because of Collective Curse's Collective Combo, I can gain a lot of combo pretty easily as well. If I had the shotgun, I'd gain even more. Oh, we got Malice! Malice, hello! Oh, he's dead. Oh, I killed him too quickly. No! No, I've got the permanent visual effect bug. No! Ah, chat, what do I do? I'm just going to have to leave in 2 minutes, aren't I? I'm just gonna have to leave. God damn it. Free ephemera? Ah, I don't want this ephemera. It's a noisy ephemera. Ooh. Okay, that Xmas hit me, so I'm just gonna heal up. There we go. Thank you. The overguard doesn't last very long because high level, but my health tank is stronger than the overguard, so I don't need to worry. Stab. Stab. It occurs to me I could have been recording this entire mission and use that in my upcoming video. Oh well, I'll just do the mission again later. It'll be fine. I need to make sure I keep my combo up. I'm using a lot of heavy attacks, which are burning up my combo a bit. There, that should be a bit better. Star badge, placeholder, affiliates, and new partner tab before their own sub badge. Probably bug on Twitch side. Oh. Realised there was a Twitch bug going on. Heard from people who apparently one-shot arc on melees, never seen it. There may be a way to one-shot with melees that aren't gunblades. I've not seen it specifically, but that's not saying it doesn't exist. It's just using a mechanic I'm not familiar with. That's all. It may indeed be possible. In fact, it probably is possible. Knowing the jank of this game, something like that, yeah, I believe it. Alright, 20 minutes.
On the neural sentry. Destroy them. They are drawing from your life support.
Don't worry.
There we are, got rid of that.
I have just the spot in the kennel for
Oops, I actually just rolled into that. My sentinel finally died. Right. Okay, before I leave, can I revive my sentinel? My sentinel has finally run out of lives. With a melee frame, no less. Oh, shit, I heavy attacks. That was dumb of me. You there. Stab 2. I need one more stab. 17 seconds. Come on, Xmas unit. Xmas or heavy, Xmas or heavy, Xmas or heavy. You're a heavy. 3. Sentinel back. And that's how you do it. Right, let's leave. How does Kullervo work against nullifiers? Shoot them. Or just go in and stab them. Sentinel, still alive. Because I brought them back. I teleported too far! There we are. I teleported too far.
Valuable lesson.
Ah! Alright then, there we are. Oh guys, don't you know, Kullervo can't survive in Steel Path because he's only got Overguard and there's no Overgate. D needs to add Overgate because Overguard is not strong enough. Game's not good enough. I'm gonna complain on Reddit. I know everything. Jesus. While the red line's around me, Malice's bubble, because I killed Malice so quickly, the game forgot to take the bubble off me. And I couldn't roll out of it anymore. I killed Malice too fast. Oh, no. I needed 8 more credits, guys. 8 more credits. Ah. Why? So close. That's the most disappointing thing I've seen all day. To be that close to greatness. 69412, fake it. We'll do it in Photoshop. We need to go back? No, thank you. I'm done. I think I've demonstrated sufficiently that it's good enough. That it is good enough. So yeah, Prime Shuffled I think would be the pick here. But to do that would require Former, or Umbral Former to be able to fit it in. Which is a bit yikes. As much as some people are talking about using Blind Rage, 1, we don't need, excuse me, that much strength. 2, losing that amount of efficiency would actually be problematic. Because, like, I wasn't out of energy, but I wasn't exactly overflowing with energy. So, I think that is a preferable approach there. We don't need more strength, we're fine. Engineer, why Warframe is dead, the 69412 thumbnail, that the video is just Warframe isn't dead. I don't know which kind of creator you may be referring to. We don't know any particular creators of that nature, but if I were to be considering that, it's no. I ain't that kind of creator. The most I'll do is how to be bestest friends, and if you don't know what I'm referring to there, you've missed out on a brilliant video in my opinion. I really enjoyed making that one. It's goofy and it's fun. But yeah, Kullervo, 200% strength is perfectly fine. I've got 210% here because, well, if I drop Umbral Vitality for normal Vitality, it puts me to 199. That just makes me sad. So, yeah. Choc, I haven't actually done a link for that video as yet. I needed to get around to that. Sorry, so there's not a link on it yet. No certain... Thank you, Ladybug. And again, if you don't know what that is about, best video I've done in a while, in my opinion. Silliest video. Funniest video. Brilliant video. Thank you, Ladybug. Oh, dear. Oh, I've not been mentioning all the way through. Let's see. How many people have entered the giveaway when I don't tell you? 37. All right. Does anyone actually want some platinum? Because, you know, there's a raffle on every single Warframe stream. There's like 144 people here right now. And only 37 people have a ticket. Which means, I guess the rest of you are just rich. Congrats. Command suggestion, BFF. I might do BFF and Bestest, just so it's easy to find them. Yeah. Esprit doesn't want it? I mean, that's fair enough, Esprit. You are rich. Look at you. You shiny silver star, full pot, 50 gift sub badge. Esprit, you are loaded, apparently. You look at most people here. You look at most people here. They have nowhere near the sheer swagger that you enter this chat with. You're fine, dude. We all understand you don't need a little bit of platinum. You're good. Shaggy Summers say, I feel like I'm made angry, so I don't wanna. Oh, right, the thermal sun there. Okay. More than angry, just pointing out the silliness of asking a different creator to talk about someone else's build when you don't even mention someone else, and also I don't look at other people's builds. That was all. He's fine. Blob Legendary 3, don't need more plat. Fair enough. Yeah, no, that's absolutely fine. Yo! That's, oh my goodness, how many... Carlos... Carlos, thank you very much for subscribing with your Prime. Welcome to the channel proper. Enjoy your lovely blue sub badge. Your access to the supporter team lounge over on my Discord, so make sure you connect up your accounts. You'll have your emotes, and you'll have no more ads here on Twitch. So thank you very much, Carlos, for dropping your Prime here, and at the same time taking money away from Jeff Bezos, because let's face it, he has too much. What's my favourite Orbiter scenery? Yours is Japan Festival 1. The Floof Funeral. The Floof Funeral. They watch frames come here to die. Good morning, Penguin. How you doing? It's Carlos RQ. I see the Carlos, and then the rest, I don't know what it is. Carlos might tell us. Carlos might tell us. Totally not creepy? It's meant to be creepy. Wait, Kullervo just ran into that room. It's so funny for some reason. Alright, I think there's enough time for anyone who did want to enter that giveaway to enter. 12 more people have entered, so we're up to 49. Do we have a 50 out there? Is there a 50th person who would like a chance at plat? Make it a nice round 2% each. This is as much as 49. It's a nice number. It's a 7 squared number. Well, you can get a more interesting number. There it is. Oh, we just hit 51. Damn it. I said 1. Now we're on a prime number. That's ugly. We don't want a prime number. We can't stop at 53. Now we have to go to 54. I mean, 54 is not that great. And then we have to go to 55. We're at 54, but can we get to the 55? Because 55 is, you know, it's 5 and 5. And that looks nice. It's visually appealing. There we are. We're at 55. Now I'm going to close it. There we are. If you missed it, tough. Like, literally, the stream's been up for 3 hours. Penguin gets a pass, but Penguin also managed to get a ticket. So if someone on the wrong side of the planet in literally the worst possible time zone to enjoy these streams has managed to grab a ticket, no one has any excuse otherwise. That's how it goes. So, the winner of today's Platinum giveaway, out of those 55 who were interested in joining in time, the winner is... Liv Blair! Liv! Congratulations, Liv! You are today's winner of the Platinum giveaway. I'll be contacting you shortly after the stream to get hold of your Warframe username and platform, Liv. Congratulations on that. I hope you spent it very, very well. Probably on, you know, a Warframe slot and a Orokin reactor and a Exless adapter for Kullervo, because Kullervo is great. I'm quite happy with Kullervo. Kullervo is a frame which doesn't seem overly complicated, just gets the job done without being ultra lazy, kind of. He's good. I like him. I think DE have done well on the design of Kullervo. I like him. And I'm not usually a melee framer, Warframer, whatever you want to call it. Nourish on Kullervo? Yeah. That is... I would say that's a helmet option that most fits his kit. But you can do other stuff that changes the play entirely. Some people are talking about Thermal Sunder, or talking about going for Gloom. I think this most fits his kit. I'm happy with it. I am happy with it. Alright, now at that point, chat, that is where we are going to wrap it up for today. Thank you very much for joining in, but don't go anywhere just yet. We are going to be raiding on over to another part of the Warframe community. So let me just switch us over to a different scene here. This is where we get a nice little up close but interpersonal for a moment. Penguin will hydrate as well. Penguin, I need a brand new mug for that one because I've emptied the old ones. Here's a new one. Because I'm British, of course I have a second mug of tea ready to go. Big Ken? I'm not gonna... No. Nope. 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 Anyway, let's see who we're raiding, shall we? Let's see who we are raiding today. Who in the Warframe community do we want to give a little bit of love to? First I need to actually open up... Oh my god. Which, come on. You know I care about Warframe. Just put that at the top. Thank you. Here we go. Right. We have... I don't recognize this person. Day 19 in game. Oh, there we go. Day 19 in game. Someone I don't recognize. Hey, you know what? Let's show what's great about the Warframe community to another streamer, shall we? Because you've enjoyed a veteran stream. Now how about someone who's not quite the best? Let me just make sure they're not streaming any DMCA music or anything. I can't tell. It doesn't sound like anything I recognize. Oh, they've only got followers only chat. Uh-oh. Oh. Oh, that's... Oh. Chat, I'm going to let you decide. I'm not a fan of raiding people with followers only chat, but it's you guys who are actually going to it, so I'm going to poll it. Who raid? New Guy or Neoness? Neoness gets the backup option because Neo's also streaming. Neo's great. So, New Guy or Neoness. New Guy has follower-only chats. You would have to follow to chat to them. So, you guys get to choose. Neoness or New Guy. Do we go to someone new? Share our love with another part of the community that also locks down the chat against anyone who's not a follower? Which is valid. It's just... It puts a barrier. Or do we go Neoness? You guys get to decide. I'm going to give you a minute on that. Craft saying, after the last few ones, can't wait to see more frames. Do you doing well on the frame design? D are doing well on the frame design recently. There's been some hiccups here or there. Caliban. But the others are doing well. You can always unfollow? Yeah, you can always unfollow. I get it. I'll say I love it when you tap your fingers on the headphones like a news reporter or something. I don't even know what you're referring to. I guess it's just something I do. There you are. Pure, unfiltered Ken. That's what you're getting there. Choc not going to vote. It's not going to stay on the rated stream. Fair enough, Choc. That's absolutely valid. Would want to go to New Eye, but follower only chat. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, follower only chat, it puts up such a wall. Firstly, it says to me, if you're not following, I don't care what you have to say, which is a little bit harsh. Like, I want to know if I want to follow first. And secondly, it feels like a follower farming tool, which, yeah. You put your hand on your headphones when you check for DMCA. Oh, right. I was pressing it against my ear for a slightly clearer sound. Just because of background noise I have. Just that way. That's what it was. I don't know her honestly. Yeah, it's clearly all the Star Trek I've watched. That's what it is. And you guys could tell Neoness about Star Trek. In fact, you know what? When we head over, I want you guys to ask Neoness about Star Trek. I don't know if Neoness cares about Star Trek. He might end up upset at me for getting you guys to ask about this, but I want you to ask about Star Trek. Let's find out from Neoness what they think of Star Trek. Specifically Star Trek. Don't start any culture wars. We're just talking about Star Trek. Cosmo doesn't know any Star Trek? Excellent. Well, you can learn from Neoness, I guess, because that's where we're going. Give you some examples. Just ask, find out, learn from the man, the myth, the legend, the Platinum Master, as he has definitely earned that title. We're going over to Neoness. Thank you very much everyone who has joined in today. I hope you have enjoyed this stream. Look forward to a Kullervo video in the coming days, and I'll be live again on Wednesday. But until then, have the very, very best times. I'll see you around. Bye!